Temperaturen viele Theorien, aber was glauben Sie? Würden Sie sich eins der vielen Videos an, was fliegen Ihre eigenen Blicke? À la recherche de dinosaures où la paléontologie devient une terre plus future. DNA を呼んでみましょう。
Well, hello there, and welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing okay. It has been a very, very long time. This is long overdue. Headset audio is very loud. Hello to everybody in the chat. I hope you've been doing well. Karel Barassa there, My Cat, Alexander, Cobra Tools, JWE3 models. Thank you for bringing that up because I forgot to disable my mods, so I'm going to have to restart the game quick before we get started. The aim of this series is to basically go through the campaign and all the Jurassic Challenges all on stream, because I keep getting a lot of people ask me about how do you do this, how do you do that, I'm stuck on this bit, I'm stuck on that bit, whatever. And I was going to do a guide video, but you know, I thought I ain't streamed in a long time, now's a good time. Jurassic World Evolution 3 is less than 2 weeks old, around that something, so around 2 weeks it's been out, and I've had about 100 hours playtime since then. You know, thank you to everybody who's downloaded the 100% save file, that is much appreciated as well. So let me just exit this. I'm going to have to disable my mods because yeah, I can't be playing the campaign with mods on and claim it's a gameplay guide and I'm running mods. That would not be fair, you know. That wouldn't be fair on the console players, would it? So yeah, I'll only be 1 second doing this. Just need to go to manage, browse. There we go. It's a good job I know what I'm doing. Yeah, there we go. Get rid of the ACSE and all of those. There we go. I can reload now. There we go. Then I'll be back with you. There we go. It's loading in. I may be a little bit rusty. I've not streamed in over 2 years, but you know, this should go fairly smooth. You know, I've got a good idea what I'm doing. The drink for the night is cream soda. Yeah, I always have to say the drink. Yep, Karel says that was long overdue. Yeah, yes indeed. There we go. Let's get this game over here. Okay. If anybody's wondering about King Taz, he is still around. He's 12.5 years old now. By request, I will get him on cam if you really want to see that. Really want to see our old King Taz. Is an old man now. Yeah. He's a lot greyer than he was when I last did a live stream. Yeah, I think I'm a little bit more grey as well, to be honest. But right, we're going to start straight off then into a new campaign. Okay, I'm going to share every single gameplay tip
that
I have with you. Yeah.
The most awesome force that the planet has ever seen.
Because it's, you know, for the
with it, we diverted the very course of natural history.
Yes, Karel,
we took something so far away in time
you know,
and put it on display
that go back
for the world to see.
Says, I'm been here
for
since
better
Red Dead 2 streams. I know
or
they
worse.
was like even longer than 2 years
Sometimes,
ago.
though,
3 years ago, I think.
it really was a compelling vision of
Maybe
coexistence.
4. No, about 3, I think.
Precious,
Yeah.
brief
There was a lot of
glimpses
fun though,
of
but Red Dead
peace.
2 kind of died a death, so
Emphasis on brief.
let me know if the in-game audio
But when nature
is a little
seemed
bit
to
too
offer a
loud.
correction,
I'll adjust the slider.
many people saw only a
I did have
tragedy.
it all set up, and I went
Greed
to stream,
saved the dinosaurs from the volcano,
and then
only to
basically
put
it was
them
like,
in
oh,
a
you need to log
cage.
into YouTube. And
But
then
it
I
was
couldn't do it. I
compassion
need to do some new ticket
that set
thing,
them
some-
free.
something like that.
Free, of
And
course,
basically, I
to
had
spread into
reset the
every
cache
corner of the
on
planet.
Streamlabs OBS.
We need to
Then
find
it
a
reset
way.
everything. All of my
coexist.
scenes, all of my sources, I had other
But
effects
can
and
we
everything
put
on
our
the screen.
hubris
I
aside
thought, shall I delay
and
the
work
stream?
with
And I
nature?
thought, no, I'm not
this
GTA
time?
6. I'm not delaying this stream.
Can we finally allow
I scheduled
life
it in for 10 p.m.
to
wanna
find
stick
a
to it.
way?
Okay. Okay, I've actually got a proper camera now. If you're wondering about the state of the cam quality, I couldn't find my old good webcam, so I'm using a PS3 iCam for tonight. I'll get a new cam as soon as possible. Yeah. I'd like to say I was well prepped, but apparently not, it seems. So, you know, but we'll get there. That's all good. For anybody watching on replay, please put a like on there. You know, maybe subscribe. I don't know. I'm not one for banging on about that stuff, but you know, it's important just to say now and again.
If there's one thing that the history
I'm
of
gonna do my best to
evolution
pronounce
has taught
people's
us,
names.
it's
You
that
know how hard
life
this can be.
will not
Sinoz.
be
Let me know
contained.
if I pronounce that right. Good morning from Australia. Good morning from the UK.
Life
it's morning
breaks
somewhere.
free.
It's
And that's
actually late night
exactly
here,
what it
but it's
did,
okay.
time and time again, tearing
Hello
down
from the other
barrier
side of the
after
planet.
barrier, until finally
How's it going over
we
there?
arrived here. This Jurassic World. There is no path left
For this
to
playthrough,
travel,
I'm not going to be slouching
but
about.
forwards.
I'm going to be.
no viable
I'm not going to
option
be speed running it,
but coexistence
but I'm going to be running
with
this
the dinosaurs.
quick,
It's a rocky road ahead of us.
real quick.
Less rocky, perhaps,
I've already 100%ed
under the
this.
right management.
But I'm basically playing through this again without DLC because people have been requesting.
Welcome,
an
welcome.
ultimate,
I am, of
trophy save
course,
file
Cabot Finch,
pack,
managing
and
director
basically
of
if I
this
upload
new
it with
enterprise
mods,
and the
not
owner
mods, with
of this
DLC,
lovely patch of
I know
Badlands.
that
Go
there's going to
on,
be people
take a
who
look
say,
around,
oh, I need the
breathe
DLC,
in the,
blah, blah, blah. So I'm playing through
fresh
this
air.
again with no DLC.
Decidedly less
Okay.
less fresh
So this
around
is
the
base
herbivore
game,
enclosure.
vanilla,
Hey, tell
no
me,
mods.
what are you calling this again? Is
Cape
it
Sinoz
done?
says, great Saturday
Dim?
morning, cheers.
DIN, the Dinosaur
Okay, thank you,
Integration
Carell.
Network.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix
I
that
am
up.
Kira Chang. A pleasure
Okay,
to meet
let's
you.
try,
We intend to help
let's try
dinosaurs and
half.
humans
Is
coexist
that any better
globally.
on the
And
game
I am
audio?
here to find clients who share
We'll
that
go down
goal.
to about a third. I was messing around with this before the stream, and then there was some mad stuff with Streamlabs. I needed to reload it, and I've lost all my elements off the screen. Redeems don't work either. Kind of disappointing for tonight, but
Take a look at the site map.
you've still got me, so that's fine.
Not only does this
Okay.
map allow us to oversee the site,
There's
but
not
it
really much
also
I can
shows
do
the raptors are no longer nearby.
to speed
We
this
have
up.
plenty
You
of
just got to
time.
wait for the dialogue. Yeah. And
Sure.
I'm going to
And
explain
of course,
fairly in depth what I'm doing on this. Yeah, I've seen a lot of things in the Jurassic World Evolution Discord. I've had comments on my own videos, just people just don't know how to play, or they're stuck on a certain bit. So right there, I've just placed a delivery point. Yeah, that's, you can't really fail that. You've only got one option of what to place. Yeah, so there we go. Loki Ceratops coming in. Okay, delivery zone, place them in there. Yeah, there we go. This is just like the most basic opening bit. In all honesty, the campaign is quite easy. If there's one request I'd have for this game, it wouldn't be more dinosaurs. It'd be a Jurassic difficulty campaign.
Ah,
Yeah.
our other important guest has arrived. Dr. Dua, welcome
And
to
when I say
Montana.
100% for this
And
run,
thank
I
you
mean
for inviting
100%.
Your goal to
Yeah,
help
so
dinosaurs thrive
all
has
research,
certainly caught the
all
conservation
fossils,
sector's attention.
all missions, 5-star, 100%. Possibly going to be streaming tomorrow and Sunday as well, so I'll schedule them in an hour or two, maybe more, before I actually begin. So plenty of heads up. Hopefully you can join me for the entire weekend. Might even have it completed by then. You never know. Yeah. I'll do my best to get these dinosaur animations showing, and I won't skip them if I can help it. But for the sake of speed, you know. Right, so straight off, what you're going to want to do is tab over to the environment. Here we go. And the ones with a little red love heart are the ones that they want. So this one wants ground fibre, water, wetland. So that there only gives 2 ground fibre, if you can see, and 3 tall fibre. So we're going to do the one that gives, you know, 3 ground fibre. Really max it out. It needs a little bit of cover. It's all highlighted with them red love hearts, you see. So nice and easy to see what you actually need. Okay, and then it just needs a little bit of wetland there. Yep, thank you, Corel. I did adjust the volume a little bit. Is it sounding okay now? I hope so. You have actually gone against my own advice there. Do the 3 wetland, and then they're now very happy. Select one of the juveniles. Okay. I've actually jumped ahead. Okay. Select the appeal tab in the dinosaur thingy. Panel, yeah. Observe the appeal tab while listening to radio comms, yeah. Okay, we're flying through this, look, it can be hands off, yeah, don't need to do anything. Just wait for these to do. Select territory. Yeah, it's just running through. This is all kind of straightforward. You can't fail this as such. Observe the territory tab while listening to radio comms. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you, Corel. Sounds great. I do my best to read the chat as it comes up, as you know. Yeah, I'll do my best. It did get to one point before, when I was doing the biggest park build stream, I couldn't keep up, so yeah. Select the dinosaur comfort tab, there we go, and then make it comfortable. Yep. We're just going to fast forward this, yeah, I've already done this. Okay, and I think at this point it tells you to go somewhere else, if I remember rightly. It was around day 1, 2 weeks ago when I played this, so I got the inspiration for this stream from watching Canis Lupus on a screen share last night, actually. And he was up to Clark County, the aviary one, the aviary stage, and yeah, I was guiding him through that. He'd made some small errors. I'll be nice. He made some small errors, and I was just putting him right. And I thought I could impart all of my knowledge about this game through a live stream series. So let's go. Right, take direct control of the capture team from the response facility. Here we go. Thanks, Corel. You know, you've got the #1 supporter at the minute for the you know, for the chat. Thank you for the encouragement. There we go. It's on low latency as well, so if you type something in, I'll see it like within a few seconds, hopefully. Okay. Exit the helicopter. I am running this on a very small part of a big screen, so if it looks like I'm squinting to see the writing, you just got to be thankful I've got very good eyesight. Yeah. If you could see this, you'd understand what I mean. Yeah. Canis Lupus says, I saw no errors. Well, basically he'd used a terrain brush and just used all his money just filling up all of the empty space with like foliage. I was perplexed. I can't see why that is the correct way. I don't know.
Every facility
But
post will need to be connected to
I'm
our
just here to
path
rip
network.
a little bit, you know that, mate.
Now get out there
Okay,
and
so
repair
take
everything
direct
you can.
control of this. Direct. Yep. And for anybody watching this on replay, thank you for checking all the videos recently. I know I've got shorts just uploading like crazy at the minute, YouTube shorts for Jurassic World Evolution 3. One every hour to 30 minutes to an hour. And been putting out long form videos as well. The full playthrough of this and all the Jurassic Challenges. Thank you everybody who's watched that, put likes on it, subscribe from it. That's just great. Hit 17k subs just before this game came out, and I can't tell you how happy that makes me. I never thought the channel would get this big,
I'm not sure
and
that
all
there
I
is
can
a
do
time for that conversation,
is just
Mr.
keep putting
Dodge.
out
Let's
videos,
focus on the task at
content,
hand for the moment.
hopefully that keeps you all happy, you know, keeps you sticking around.
A thorough and
That's the
efficient
idea,
batch of
that's the
repairs.
plan.
Impressive
Yeah.
work.
Now that the enclosure is
Canis
fixed up,
Lupus says I was
we're
turning it
safe
into
to
something
transport
like a
the
forest
dinosaurs
park.
back into it.
Forest Park doesn't pay the
Let's place
bills,
down some
does it?
maintenance posts across the site. They'll let your maintenance ATVs
Yeah, I
patrol
showed up
fix
and
the
I gave
place
you
up
the advice that
automatically.
you needed. That's all it was. Okay, so construct maintenance points.
You want your maintenance posts
Yep.
to cover
Now,
all
this is something that I
buildings and
explained to
power
Canis last
generators that
night.
might
With
need
these maintenance
repairing,
points,
refueling, or
I'll
resupplies.
move out to here a little
Those
bit.
posts also
You
have
can
a
see
wider
two
range to them, and
rings
any
here,
fences
two,
that break in that range will automatically get
circles.
repaired.
The inner one only covers buildings, okay? And the outer one covers fences. So just let me show you where them buildings just above where the circle is there. You see, as it moves in, it'll catch them buildings. So very good for enclosures when you can capture the entire enclosure. But make sure that you're covering the buildings. You want all your buildings, all your fences covered. Yeah. Because some challenges on this require like a 95 to 100% maintenance rating. Some Jurassic Challenges need 100%. I know Clark County, a later stage, needs 95%. Okay. Another good tip is, say this is one maintenance facility here. From there, that you can assign a maintenance team to patrol these posts. This is good at the moment because the maintenance facility is in the middle of them all. But if the stage starts to spread out over a long distance, you want multiple maintenance facilities, because otherwise they're going to spend so long getting to the locations that basically they're not going to be very effective. They're not going to be able to repair everything. Okay, so Carell says, I got a question, is it normal an ad played while you're live? I thought they only came on during replay. I've put the settings on what they've always been on. I literally used a template from my last stream 2 years ago, so I don't actually know if settings are changed or anything like that. I just literally changed the text and the description and the thumbnail and then okayed the rest, so I don't actually know. Ads may play. Tazzy is here. If you'd like to see him, just let me know in the chat. It's been a long time. There we go. I actually had the game on pause. That's a silly mistake.
They were struggling in the nearby desert, but we can give them a better life.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. YouTube changes its policies on, you know, the ads and stuff all the time. They actually changed a policy a year or two ago where even if you're not monetized, even if you select not monetized for your channel, ads will still play.
You're the boss,
but YouTube gets all the revenue. Yeah, so
then I'm back in charge.
Who knows?
I'm kidding.
Okay, waiting for these Corethosaurus. They can go in with the Lokiceratops. They actually cohabit with pretty much everything, the Hadrosaurs. We'll speed this up. Yeah, we're not dawdling on this.
Faster than I expected. the benefit
Okay.
of hiring the right site manager, hey? I mean, just take a step
There we go.
back and look at what you've done already.
In the meantime, we can make sure they're comfortable as well. So, look, we need ground leaf. Look for any with the heart. Ground leaf. We'll go for the pure ground leaf on that. And that should make them happy. There we go. They are now comfortable. Check the low keys that share the enclosure because I might have deleted something they needed. But no, everyone is now happy. And at this point I think it's going to send me somewhere else. To Hawaii, I think. More of a maintenance tutorial over there.
Is it just me, or do those dinosaurs not look as happy as the Lokiceratops?
I can't do anything while they're chatting. There's nothing I can do. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube does change everything. Yeah, 24/7. And the mad thing is, they update the, you know, the terms of service, but they don't tell you what they've updated. Yeah. Even when the striker video, I've had that, I actually had a break from YouTube for a while. They wouldn't tell me what I even did wrong. You know, they just struck a video, and I was like, what's wrong with it? It's only a save file. Or if we told you what was wrong with it, then you'd work to circumvent that in future. Right, so I've took a strike, but you won't tell me why I've got the strike. But you want me to continue not knowing how to avoid them in future.
Coming back here, right?
Yeah. Explain it to me, please. I don't understand it. It make no sense.
All right, my bags are packed, so let's go.
Okay, we're ready to move on again. Open the world map. Can do. For this, I'm playing on PC, but I am on controller, so that's how I play. That's how I play. It is very well optimized. Oh yeah, the reason was, bearing in mind it was a couple of years ago, the reason was promoting piracy. That's all they gave me, yeah. For sharing a save file, which doesn't give you anything, it's not piracy, is it? Anyway, if you don't have the game, it wouldn't work, would it? It's not going to give you the game. Anyway, enough of that. I actually put a video out at the time explaining how distraught I was at that strike. Yeah. I'm letting all the cutscenes play. It gives me a chance to, you know, catch up, chat with you all. Yeah.
Well,
there we go.
I don't know, I've been to
This is probably one of the most, you know, visually impressive looking locations in the game. Hawaii. Kauai, Hawaii. Yeah. I like that they've actually got the voice actors in on this from the film. There's no fake there's no fake Owen Grady on this though, which is not necessarily a bad thing. There's no Claire Deering though either. They might come back in a DLC. Who knows? Okay.
This is not a vacation, Mr. Finch.
Hopefully you can hear the game audio a little bit. The voiceovers on this are pretty good.
To that end, I'm pleased to introduce you all to Dr. Luis Baldera, a leading
Explore the site during client
Dr. Baldera, the
briefing.
room is yours.
Hey, good to meet you all.
Okay.
Truth be told, I wasn't
notice if you've played Jurassic World Evolution 1 or 2 before, and you know nothing about Jurassic World Evolution 3, you can actually use the enhanced built-in terrain tools now to create enclosures out of terrain. So on the overview there it looks like there's a giant gap, but in reality it's cliffs that they can't climb up. Yeah, awesome, thank you, Corral. That is, you know, keeping me going, you know what I mean? Place a control room in the marked area. I may struggle with that. All you do is look, get the control room, place it in the blue box. It's going to tell me it wants some power. for now. I've not got power unlocked, so
Science by candlelight
it's going to
is
want me to
great
place
for
an emergency
atmosphere, but
generator.
less great for productivity.
Yeah,
Let's get
but
a
I can't do
generator
anything
down
while
and
they're
power
talking,
that
so
building.
just got to wait. The opening to this is fairly slow, but it's alright. There we go.
Scientists have a variety of skills, but researching male synthesis will require experience.
There we
in
go.
genetics.
Hopefully the stream is good quality. Since the last stream, I've actually upgraded from a 1070 GPU to a RTX 4070. So hopefully, yeah, the stream is much better quality. Increase your scientist combined total genetics. Okay, to 2. There you go. We'll have the big genetics. 3's not a big number in this when it comes to your scientists, but it'll do for now. At this point, the park won't really be set up for anything, so tell you what, we can actually start earning some money though. No, we can't. Not yet, we can't. The game wants us to specifically look and place things in certain places. I'm getting ahead of myself, as always. I'm used to jumping straight into Jurassic Challenges, and yeah. Research the following: male dinosaur synthesis, positive influence, but that only applies when there's 2 scientists, so no bonus there. Stick a quick fast forward down.
I'm pretty sure it will. Dinosaurs breeding in the wild is rare.
Okay, and then it's going to want me to incubate most likely by placing a hatchery around here.
Next steps. Right.
I believe that's where the hatchery was last time, so
going to actually synthesize a male. But finding an appropriate dig
I'm not
site
placing
is
it
ahead
yet.
for logistics,
I'm not
but I
placing it
definitely
yet
don't
because,
have. Let's hire some practical thinkers.
well, it might tell me where to actually place. Scientists to a combined logistics of 4. With this look, you got logistics, genetics, and welfare there. Corel says, I wanted to hear you and the game. Thought of letting you know in a respectful manner. Yeah, always. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Right, welfare 3 out of 9. Yeah. There's potential. Okay, that'll do. I needed 4 in total, you see. Oh, it's logistics I need. That's fine, because the next goal anyway will be to get the welfare up. So start researching herbivore dig sites. This one. Okay. Can do. Positive influence, so 20% less task time. Always good. Can fast forward a little bit. From all them scientists I just hired, the park is actually losing money now. Well, that's not a big deal. We'll get this rigged up a little bit to get some money being made. Place in highlighted area. Yeah, it's kind of letting me build a little bit, but not. Yeah, not in between mission objectives, which is a bit odd. Okay. I'm actually trying to rush through this a bit, you see. Now it's going to want me to do an expedition to somewhere. Probably for one of them fossils that we just researched. And that's all good. Can't do anything until the talking is done.
That wasn't the most scientific explanation, but it gets the idea across.
Takes a while.
A whole lot of Maiasaura fossils and eggs were found in Montana's Egg Mountain.
Begin an expedition to Egg Mountain for the Maiasaura. Yeah. Can do. We'll fast forward that as well.
Small world.
If anybody has any questions about what I'm doing here or later in the stream, please let me know. I'm always happy to say what I'm doing, go back and just explain what I did. This is 100%, you know, guide, tips and tricks. It's just at a point in the game at the minute where
That's when trouble starts.
there's not really
The
any
ranger
tips or
teams
tricks I
can
can
handle
show
it,
you
but
because
they'll need to be assigned to ranger posts to guide
yeah,
their patrols.
it's just so easy at
Let's
this
build
point.
some posts
There's
and
nothing you
get
can
those
really do
rangers
wrong.
to work.
You can't even place anything in the wrong area, so construct at least 2 ranger points, ranger posts.
Make sure the ranger posts
Bearing in mind,
cover
you can
any
probably see the
dinosaurs
screen
that
better
you
than
want your
me at
rangers
this
to keep
point,
an
so
eye on during their patrols. Looking good.
okay,
Now
on what?
just assign
Maintenance
ranger
team,
teams
ranger
to those
team, should I
posts
say?
and yourself.
Get them assigned to the posts. There we go, flying along. Triple speed.
Are not the only animals that this client cares about.
There we
So,
go. And then
while
when
we
they're
have some
scanned, I
time,
bet you that they're not
please ensure
fully
that the other
comfortable.
dinosaurs here are
We can
comfortable.
handle that. Triple speed, wait for them to scan. Perform status checks. Ensure the Gallimimus have 85%. Parasaurol offers 85%. Okay, right. What do these need over here? What are they going to want? Ground nut. They're quite humble generally, these ones, so don't really need to give them too much of anything. Wetland, just a little bit of that through the middle, look, just to a point where they're happy. And then these are about to get status checked. Where is he going? Oh, okay. I see. Okay, let's get in there. Status check then, please. As soon as that's done, I'll go back to normal speed. Yeah. And all these are missing is ground leaf. Yeah. I'm trying not to rush through this too much, because if someone wanted to watch the entire thing back, then they're going to need to know everything that I'm doing, basically, right from the very beginning. So, doing my best to make that happen. Okay, they need less cover, so we can eat into that cover a little bit. Same with the wetland brush, which is here, and probably that little bit as well. There we go. Now they're happy. Easy peasy. Then it's going to want a viewing gallery. Yeah. I just put live full screen on my laptop and now I can see the ants on the ground. Yeah, I'm struggling to see the dinosaurs. I'm sat a fair distance back from a big screen and the game is in a very small part of that screen. But thankfully, I have very good eyesight, so. Plus I kind of just know this game already. It's so similar to Jurassic World Evolution 2 that it's... I'm not going to say it's the same game, because it'd be wrong, but it's not far off. It runs on the same engine, using a lot of the same code. Yeah, I've been speaking to some of the modders who've been digging through this. There's a lot of leftover code from Jurassic World Evolution 2, just junk code from number 2 left in this. So, begin selecting extracting genome from the fossils, right? Okay, nice bit of treasure there, bit of easy treasure. A good tip with the extraction slots, until you get extraction capacity on your science center, always try and max out them extraction slots. So for example, if I do a 4 and a 3, not very efficient. Yeah, 5 and a 5, you've maxed them out, because every single time you need to use scientists, which then get tired and then you have to rest them. Unlike Jurassic World Evolution 1 and 2, you don't have to rest your scientists on this. Yeah. I don't think there was scientists in Jurassic World Evolution 1, but it's been so long since I played that game. All-time classic. But in 2 there definitely was. Spotted a dark spot on the back of a dinosaur. Yeah, I'm going to spin the camera just so you can see what I'm on about here. Look. This may be easier said than done. I don't know how well you can see that, but this little corner here is where this game is, and I'm sat right across the room from that. Many, many meters away. So,
Now that you can
just
exert
holding that
real
up in front of my
control over
face,
embryonic hormones, it's time to
it's that big.
synthesize your first male Myosaur.
And then you think the text on screen even smaller.
Generations of dinosaurs
You okay,
engineered
Tasman?
to be
He's come
female
over to
and
say
now we're
hello.
purposefully unshackling
Okay,
them.
right. Synthesize a bunch of Myosaura. I always hate synthesizing when they're not 100% genome. Just a little personal preference of mine, but for the sake of this objective, that's the way it has to be done.
I know they're not, of course.
Okay.
But, you know, I do love to hope.
We are
And
considering
ready for
every outcome in this
incubation.
research. Your concern is understandable.
One good thing to
but
note
unfounded.
here
Founded?
is that before you hatch these, it tells you how big of a population the dinosaurs like. So I'm pointing that way, you see. Myosaura desired population 4. You can see to the right of where my cursor is.
Your experience is
So
evident,
I'm
but
going to hatch all of
we are
these
not biosyn,
and then
Doctor.
have to put on
We are
another
not
batch
InGen.
as well.
Try to see this work with
Okay.
fresh eyes, optimistic eyes.
Oh, I need to do one male
very
just for the sake of the objective as well, but that's
Keep on
fine.
going.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
I'll be able to do
incubate
another
those
batch
eggs.
while that's doing, so
Gotta
it's
love
not
the
too big of a
hatchery,
deal.
right? Amazing building. Life,
Yeah,
literally.
Corral, you're right. The thing is, the screen itself is not small, it's just I have to have the chat, the YouTube preview, OBS and the game all on the screen. And the chat's taking up about a third of the screen. I like to make sure I'm seeing the chat, you know. I'd rather make sure I'm seeing the chat than seeing what I'm doing on the game, as weird as that sounds. Right, release the dinosaurs from the hatchery. I'm not doing that until the second lot are ready, because they're going to come out and be unhappy that there isn't 4 in total, you see. Current population 8. Why would there be 8 of these? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, it's only because they need 1 male. Okay. It's me getting ahead of myself again. That's all that is. Don't worry about it. These need a status check. So just as before, we're going to put a ranger post in there. Like so. And we will add the task for them to be scanned. The ranger team at the minute is doing his rounds. We're going to override that and tell him no, go and do that instead. Okay, make sure male and female Myosaurs have an average comfort rating of 100. Okay, we'll soon find out.
Yes, indeed. And this is just the start. So, let's get those Myosaura comfortable.
From what I understand, the game only occupies a portion of your screen. Yes. Yeah, less than a quarter of the screen actually, and it's all the way across the other side of the room. But that's fine. I need a little second monitor here for stream preview and chat, I think. I'll work on that. Okay, so as before, all they need, look, bit of ground fibre, put that down, and yeah, they're going to be happy now. Good stuff.
Okay, now we need to check our Myosaurus
Open
breeding
dinosaur
potential
breeding
and
management
compatibility.
view, which is in these management settings, and looking for the eggs.
Their breeding capabilities, their fertility.
Doing my best to see it.
Yes.
Oh, it's there.
There are
Okay.
chemical markers, but honestly, you can tell everything you need to just by
Yeah, and then you
observing
can see
dinosaurs
what
close
the
by.
dinosaur's compatible with when you're in this view.
Can you tell with humans too?
I know you're in charge here,
Yeah.
but do I actually
Not
have
very
those
compatible with anything.
No, no.
You can just
do
select
not.
them, look, and it'll show you. Okay.
Now, eventually
Research
you plan to
complete,
have,
ground nests.
breeding in your
So we need a
breeding
medium
program.
nest in here, just to place
Yes,
down.
yes, we do. But
Beware when
dinosaurs
placing
need
a
an
nest, it will
appropriate
tell
nest
you
first.
nest
Replicating the
preferences,
natural conditions these
and it'll
animals
show
need
you,
is what sets this research apart.
it'll sometimes say,
Ah,
you know,
artificially
he'll have a little
replicating
orange
nests.
face there and say,
No doubt this
doesn't
will
want to
go
be near
completely
viewing
according to
galleries,
plan, as it
cohabitation
always
issues,
does.
too many nests nearby,
The
not
conditions
enough
are right,
nests nearby.
dinosaurs are happy.
So just make sure.
Now
Yeah.
all we can do is wait.
Hey, hope I didn't miss the main attraction.
Okay.
Oh, no, hello.
So
Are you
what I
from the
need to
Dingo?
do now is.
No. Where are my manners?
Oh, it's already
Fine
claiming the
bicycle.
nest. Okay.
Great to meet you.
For the
I do a lot of
objective,
work
I'm
with
assuming that just
entertainment stuff,
auto
and they are
claims the
very
nest. It
interested
doesn't
in
usually do
project.
that. You have to make that happen.
Juveniles will need huge crowds after all, so I have to
Hugo
focus on
Schaffler,
myself.
hello.
But it's all good. I'll be patient.
Birds still don't.
Hey,
Birds still exist.
That's,
Don't worry.
that's a refreshing
Yeah, they do.
thing to see. You know, if only those folks that preceded you had waited longer and planned more, maybe decided not to play with the genetic foundations of life with all the grace.
Okay, we're about to hatch our first
you gotta
dinosaurs.
admire their ambition,
Yeah,
but
nearly said
my
to hatch our
God,
first birds
the
there.
mess.
Putting me off.
We got eggs.
Now, about to hatch our first dinosaurs there. Triple speed.
You take care of the dinosaurs and they
Yeah,
do
thank
what
you very
comes
much,
next.
mate. How's it going? You doing okay?
I can't wait. for
I
what
hope
comes
I
next.
pronounced your name right. Hugo Schaffler, is that correct?
This seems like a good chance to talk about contracts.
I'm hovering over the
Jobs
nest
you
at the
can
minute
pick
on
up
triple
the side
speed.
to
When
build
the
your
eggs are ready,
reputation with the
they'll
industry
just auto
sectors.
hatch.
And bring
Don't
home
really
a
want to
little extra
deprive you
cash
of
while
seeing
you're
the
at it. Here, let's
the
get you
baby
started with one
dinosaurs.
now.
Yeah. Don't want to deprive you of that. I've literally put an entire short series out showing every single one of these. Okay, and
Well, I'll be. Juvenile dinosaurs created the old-fashioned way. Our
just
fathers
Hugo, don't worry.
no longer man-made assets.
I'm
that
the
test the limits of what
guy,
science can or should
Hugo.
do, but
I'm trying to.
animals.
Yeah,
Natural
I'm the guy Hugo from the speedrun server.
Wow,
Yeah,
fascinating.
nice to see you, dude. Are you
So
doing okay?
fascinating
I
and
think I've
possibly,
verified one or two of your runs. Was it
cataclysmic.
the California
I'm
photography run that
wildly
was yours?
curious to find out.
I believe you still hold the record on that,
My word,
actually,
You actually
if I'm
did
not
it.
if I'm
By
not mistaken.
recreating natural
Took my
conditions
record
for
from me.
us. This could
That's
be
good.
just the thing to give dinosaurs a
No, I want a
foothold in
threat. That
challenging
was just me
environments.
being silly. Me waving a fist at the camera can't be interpreted as a threat. No, the whole point of speedruns, especially ones that beat other ones, is to show how quick
Full disclosure,
a game can be
I've only
completed.
named them
You know,
Cabot Jr.
I
So
actually
make
like to
sure you get the
verify
best
runs which
side.
are quicker than mine,
Let's
because
be
then
honest.
I can go
That's
on to
any
try
side,
and
right?
beat them. You know, perfection is found through, you know, failure and being beaten. You know, a rising tide raises all ships, in theory. Alright, I've got to do direct control with a ranger team. Okay. Enter photo mode and take a photograph of the Maiasaura juvenile. Yeah, okay. Jurassic difficulty is next. Okay. There we go.
What a photo.
Just leave that to crash. It's nothing to do with me anymore.
For my wallet.
Yeah, Hugo, at one point I actually held 38 out of 39 of the world records, and the one that was left to be verified, I had it submitted. A French runner called Bige Days got his running before me. You can imagine my disappointment. I nearly held them all.
That's the trouble with having
So
an
I was on a
undeveloped
big
immune
grind to
system, I
claim
guess.
them all.
Good Lord, it's Cabot Jr.
Where does it want me to place this?
You've gotta do
Anywhere.
something,
This
Doc.
spot here
It
looks
doesn't seem serious to my eyes,
about
but
right, doesn't it?
does need investigating.
Thank you,
We'll need
Hugo.
a
Says
paleontological
your run's
facility
very
to do
solid.
so. You can choose an MBU team
yeah, I
to
do.
build alongside them, or
I
give
do
them a
try.
task
I got a
to
bit
guide
heavy
them
on these
whatever is
speed runs
needed
for a
in that
while.
juvenile. Let's find out what's
Yeah.
as soon as possible.
There we go. We can set this to auto thingy there. Yeah, that's all I was posting for a few months, is just Jurassic World Evolution 2 speedruns. To hell with everything else. I need to beat these runs. I'm on a grind to get them all. Right. Garel says you won most of them, which is still great. Thank you. Yeah, I still hold about
What's
20
wrong with my
world
prehistoric
records.
little ray of sunshine?
Maybe less now. Marvel Von Goal has been on a bit of a spree recently. So this dinosaur's got a disease. I'm going to hit pause there because while I was chatting, I've kind of missed what I was doing there. Dinosaurs occasionally get diseases. This can happen for numerous reasons. Sometimes it's random. Sometimes they're triggered through conditions. Conditions can be excess feeders, uncomfortable in the enclosure, unhappy because there's too many or too little of their own species. When that happens, you'll get one of these icons above the dinosaur. You build a paleo med facility. You can assign the mobile vet units to the ranger posts. So just for example there, you can see these ranger posts. You can assign the med teams to them as you would do a ranger team. And then if a dinosaur gets ill, then they'll automatically go there, scan it. If you have researched the cure to the disease that they have, they will automatically cure the dinosaur. So this here has cryptosporidiosis, so we'll just do the research for that, get that done. Got 2 positive influences there, so hopefully before the med team even leaves, no, not before they leave, but very, very quickly they will get that and heal it up. Yeah, look, assign an MVU to each ranger post. Yeah, that's actually kind of messed up because there's an extra one there. There we go. Marvel is doing great. Yeah. He also said Jurassic World Evolution 3 campaign took him 6 hours. Well, 6 hours from opening cutscene to end cutscene. Yeah, which is still extremely impressive, but 100% is what I'm doing for this run. Yeah. I don't look forward to multiple people submitting 6-hour campaign runs because I'll have to verify them. It'll take me weeks. But yeah, anyway, I don't think a category's been set up yet for Jurassic World Evolution 3. I think it's Rossoceros who sets them up. Yeah, but there is a couple of good Jurassic Challenges on this, which are good candidates for speedruns. There is another Jurassic photography as well, which is like literally capped at 7 minutes on Jurassic. Here we go. Go to Montana Badlands to continue. Yeah, there's also another one. Which is the one Azores Poor Management. Yeah, that's another good one. The par time on that is 20 minutes, but bearing in mind pauses game time. A lot goes on that. It took me about 50 minutes to do, but my final time was 13 minutes in actual game time running. So optimizing that. Yeah, but that is a tough one. That is probably the hardest challenge in the game. Yeah. Short of money, carnivores on the loose, dinosaurs on the loose. Lots of things need fixing. Intelligent dinosaurs, a hurricane in the first 2 minutes. An unextendable aviarian lagoon, which you can't do anything with, and if any of the dinosaurs die, you fail, but it doesn't tell you that. They're all injured and sick. Good luck. Okay. Right, construct at least one emergency shelter. Yeah, if it seems like I can't read, I assure you I can. It's just the text is very, very small, okay? Open emergency shelters. This will probably be the last time I open an emergency shelter. Okay, order the capture team to trank all of them. Where are they? Yeah, this is where 2 capture teams would come in handy. And you already know ahead of time that these raptors are going to want to be in here. Using the age-old technique of broken fencing, just deleting it and replacing it. It's classic. Yeah. Hugo says, I wonder what crazy glitches we're going to discover. At this point, unknown. But yeah, I look forward to seeing what can be done. Oh my god, this stage starts you off with 7 million in the bank.
Right. Those dinosaurs won't
That's like
be
a
waking
joke
up
amount of
anytime
money.
Soon, but we better have an enclosure ready for when they do.
Okay, I will
We
need to
do
take a
have
short
half-built
break
enclosure on site
very,
that
very
will
soon
probably
because
do the
Taz
job
is
if we can,
whining. He
you know,
will need to be
finish it
taken
up.
out. Finish building the existing enclosure and transport the raptors into it. Add the gate to allow
We should
ranger
power
teams
those
in.
fences with a generator.
Can do.
If an animal tries to escape,
Okay, they're
it could
tranked from
hurt
before.
us
They're
or
not the
even your guests.
ones.
A light shot,
Oh, I didn't mean to
however,
do that.
will act as a gentle deterrent.
Cancel.
Yeah, listen, you can call me paranoid.
I forgot to do the
more
multi transport, but it's fine. I'll
justifiably nervous,
retrank it when it gets up.
I'm telling you, those generators.
That's only a small
can run
time
out of
cost.
juice
I'm
at
not
the,
too bothered about that.
Very worst of times.
Don't we all?
Okay.
But no, I don't.
There's
want
only 2
dinosaurs
raptors.
getting
I remember
out
there being
either.
more. Oh yeah,
But
there's one there.
making sure that the generators
Start
are in
moving
range
that
of
as
a
well.
maintenance
And
post,
these
so our
guys here
maintenance team can
enrage
keep an eye
really
on
easily.
them.
So
When the enclosure is ready, give the order to transport those sleeping meat eaters
yeah.
into it.
So that raptor's
I'll
on the
leave it in
loose
your
again because I
capable
didn't
hands,
transport
okay?
it properly.
Take as long as you need.
That's fine.
But, not too
Will
long.
it pause quick?
Even sleeping
These guys
carnivores
need a
make me
scan,
nervous.
so
Good
won't
work.
even let me scan them.
Now wait
I'll
for
have to
the
do it
delivery to
manually
end
with
and
this.
confirm they're all enclosed.
Go scan that, please. Thank.
It's
Ta.
strange, isn't it? Alan and Ellie had a dig site near here.
Okay,
in this
send that one
scenic
in there.
patch of Montana's
That fence is all
badlands.
fixed up and
You know,
powered.
they were digging for fossilized
Everything
dinosaurs,
is
and now
going well.
You're containing living,
These diplos, are
breathing,
they happy?
thinking
No, but I remember that
dinosaurs
actually
under
being
a
an
stone's
objective for
throw away.
later, so I'm just going to do that real
Wow,
quick.
it's really,
They needed a
it's
little bit of
poetic
extra water
in a
there.
vague sort of sense.
That should do it, I
And
think.
Deeply terrifying.
Yeah, they'll be
in a
100%
more
comfy now when they
specific
wake up.
Sort of sense.
I can't use the map overview. That's fine. The map overview is key.
Make sure to close any shelters once you've dealt with the threat.
Close the
After all,
shelters.
guests
Can
aren't
do.
likely to spend money while they're busy hunkering down.
Oh, I already
Although
did.
A bunker gift shop isn't a bad idea.
I opened them just to fulfill the objective.
Nice
Alright, these
job
guys
dealing with
want
those
cover.
raptors. Vicious and intelligent
Really easy.
carnivores
Just go
don't
to
tend
the
mix well with
love-hearted
guests.
Vicious
you know,
and
environment.
intelligent they may be, but those velociraptors
And,
deserve
one
as much
prey
support
in there.
as any other
and then to
dinosaur.
make sure we're getting
I
some
feel
money,
like it gives them an outlet
hopefully
for
it
their
lets me
hunting
put a viewing
instinct
gallery
would be
down straight away.
particularly beneficial.
It does.
Better the goats than us, is what you mean to say.
They'll start making me some money. Build a ranger post that can reach the raptors. Okay. And assign it. Look how
Now
quick
they're
that was done.
enclosed, those raptors will actually be
Marvel would
boosting the
disagree.
site's appeal.
He'd be
And
like,
more
nah.
appeal means more guests,
Can do this in
so it's
the
good
entire
news in
thing
my
in
book.
6 hours. Yeah.
Guests will actually need to be
Including
able
the
to see
final
the
temp
raptors to be
stage.
impressed by them, but that's why we build viewing
That is
galleries,
ridiculously
right?
fast.
Huh? Dinosaur appeal
I'm wondering how
is
he actually
great,
does that.
but
I'd love to see the run.
visibility is what will actually sell
Okay, so we need
tickets.
to increase genome
Improving
of
visibility with
Corythosaurus
attractions
to
like the
above
viewing gallery is an important step
what,
if we
70%?
actually wanna make a profit here.
So we
We
need
do wanna
the
make a profit,
expedition
right?
expedition
I'd
centre.
rather like to revisit
That can go anywhere
Corythosaurus.
as long as it's not in the way of
They
anything
needed
else.
males in the herd to thrive, and thanks to Dr. Baldera, that's exactly what we can provide them with.
Sometimes you just have to
We just
spam the
need enough
place
genome to begin synthesis.
and hope it will just
We will
place.
need an expedition centre to
There we go.
organise gathering the appropriate genetic material. Then, once we have
And then
processed the
I can
fossils
send
in the
off an
science
expedition
centre,
centre
we can synthesise the males
for
in the herd.
Corythosaurus fossils. And all I need for this is some logistics. So logistics 3. Cheaper expeditions is always good. Looking for above 3 genetics really. Tana Akpabio can do. We'll have her as well because she's got good welfare. Okay, then over to the expedition map. We're looking for Corythosaurus, and for this I know they're in North America, so they're somewhere around here. There and there. Okay, look for the cheapest, quickest, whatever. Stick positive influence in there just to speed that up slightly. And I'm actually not going to pause the game. I'm going to run it on a slow speed and just basically leave it as is, because I don't know if you heard, but Tazzy was whining. He needs letting out. He's an old man now and he needs to go out and do his business. So I'll be back probably in about 1 minute, less than 2 minutes. Okay. Hopefully you stick around. I'll be back very, very shortly. Okay. Please stick around. I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. Tazzy is still outside. Didn't want to wait too long before coming back. Got myself some more ice. Lovely. Iceman. Drinks have got to have a lot of ice. And a little top up as well. You can see that's nearly done. Carell says, you just entered my country a moment ago. USA? Technically never left. Yeah, we've only been to USA locations at the minute. Okay, we'll put normal speed on. Because we now have fossils in. So we can cash in that treasure. That pushes us over the 70%. Hugo says, this map is gorgeous. Yes, it is. I'm going to say all the maps on this are very, very impressive. Canada. Into my country. Oh, oh, the fossils. I see. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll go back. Okay. What's this? Dinosaur Park Formation B. Okay. Tazzy has come back. It's really hard moving this camera. I can't twist it. It's on a mount. I'm going to have to leave it, but it's back. So while they do,
keep up your excellent work.
I'm just going to go close the back door. Okay. I'm still here. I'm still here. Okay. Good boy. Do you want a quick treat as well, mate? Hey. King Tazzy gets a treat. Nice. Good boy. Go on, off you pop then. Out me way. There we go. Yeah. I'm running this game for this stream as well on max settings, 4K. The stream's not 4K, but max settings 4K. I have got DLSS on, but it's not like a high action sort of game, so there we go. Right, we'll fast forward then. I'm waiting until I get 100% really, or close to it, from this Coretho, because they have less rating. If you hatch them without 100%, you can't modify the genomes as much. Yeah, as well. And I think they're cheaper when you get more of the genetics as well. So synthesize and hatch a Coretho. I've actually got a hatchery. Nope, we'll have to build one. Okay. On here. Not really sure. How comfortable are these? No data. Ugh. Ugh. Look at this. Look at this. Uh-oh. That's alright. Okay, just hatch one. Yeah, I think I remember these fitting into here quite well, so. Hugo says there is a Canadian map. Yes, there is. It's from the legacy maps on Jurassic World Evolution 2. And Canada Challenge is one of the best ones in Jurassic World Evolution 2 as well. I came up with the early Brachiosaurus strategy that everyone now uses. Okay, 100% on the Coretho, you see. Notice as well, before we begin, something really important. Below where my cam is, I'm going to move my cam a little bit because I might be blocking the objectives. So I'm just going to move my cam up a little bit. As you can see where the objectives are, underneath there is like 3 icons: green, blue, orange, blue, green, orange, should I say? And that is for the factions. Okay. As you go through the maps, that little lock symbol on them increases a bit further along. To unlock the final stage, you need to be doing, you need to be getting them all to 100 to get the actual ending. So you can actually do contracts later, which, you know, I'll show you how to kind of abuse the contract system later, because it is ripe for abuse. But for now, whenever we hatch dinosaurs, look, we're getting a little bit of reputation with the orange security faction. Good to know, okay? So we're just going to synthesize them for now and triple speed it. Hugo says, yeah, sometimes this game looks like reality. I was actually recording some footage of a Spinosaurus basically hunting, you know, the Cretaceous cruise kayakers, and it kind of swam towards them and then last minute kind of diverted away and pulled itself up onto the bank, and I did like a cinematic kind of pan shot. I used to be a drone flyer, so I was using kind of drone flying camera angles, and as I like panned out the zoom, and it's just like the sunset through the trees and the Spino all glistening out the water. I was like, wow, this game looks incredible. Honestly, this stream is probably not doing it justice, but it is a very, very pretty game. Okay, so we need a male Corethosaurus. Release the male into the same enclosure as the existing Corethos. Okay, so the Corethos are here. Okay, Hugo says, I'll be back a little bit later. You're doing great, Wonder. Thank you very much, mate, and thank you for dropping in. Before you go, I'm gonna basically give you a moderator as well. So Add as mod. So you now have the, there we go. You're now a mod of the chat, mate, so thank you very much. Much appreciated. I do like to honour good people in the chat by giving them the blue wrench or whatever it's called. Blue wrench. But yeah, it's all good. So notice on this that I don't actually have, if we do select eggs, look, I need 4 out of 5 welfare, so I'm missing 1 welfare. Okay, so before I can do this, I need to actually go and recruit a new scientist, a high welfare person, hopefully. Trying to get the pronouns right. Okay, so we've got the 3 out of thingy there, 3 out of 7. So we can now incubate this. Just need to do a male because there's already others in there with potential comfort issues. So get that positive influence in there to speed it up. 20%. Comfort issues. Eesh. Ground leaf. Okay. Carell says, I was thinking of suggesting you make Hugo a mod, but you were faster than me. Ah, I'm on it. I'm on it, you know. I'm on it. It's all good. Thank you, though, Carell. You're like the mod of mods, you know what I mean? You're all over. You're all over it. Keeping me very much reminded. Thank you. I sound like I'm taking the mick, but I really do appreciate it. Okay, out comes that male Coretho. Speed that up slightly. And done that. And then that is the end of the Badlands bit for now. So
You did it. They're happy. They're thriving.
tell you what we'll do. We'll drop a little save in there as well. Rename. What should we call this? Stream save 1. There we go.
And it's all thanks to
I actually
you.
deleted my player profile before this as well. I know I can get it back,
We are only a well-placed nest
but I've
away
not got
from
them
the
lovely gold
ultimate
statues
start
anymore.
a
I'm not
new
too bothered.
lineage.
Of course, I'll be re-unlocking them again.
Objective that I will set, but
I will be
always
using the
breed
progress
dinosaurs
from this save
wherever
though to upload a save to the Nexus to unlock the research achievement and the all fossils achievement that people may be stuck on. Okay, so now we're on to guest satisfaction. It's telling me to increase restroom coverage. That's really easy. If you select the restroom, it just shows you the red areas where they needed to be placed. These need power, by the way, so make sure that these are powered. And then once that's placed, you can go to management views, go to restrooms, and it'll tell you what percentage your guests are satisfied with that restroom. As you can see, there was a huge section here that they wasn't happy with. It will need to be powered. So I'm back to the guest menu, restroom, and then just place it on that corner. That should lift that to 100%. You can't be telling me that's 99%. Oh no, 100%. There we go. And then management views again. Guest shelters is 91%, so we'll kind of wedge a guest shelter in over there. Won't quite fit. It will there though, will it? It will. And also it wants accommodation rating. Yeah, I nearly said amenities there. This one's really easy. Your hotels can go anywhere, but they give you an attraction bonus if you can. They do actually have a viewing radius. Look, so if you can get them within where some dinosaurs are and they can see dinosaurs, that's always a good thing. So I'll try and get it in range of these Corethos and Lokiceratops that are in here. It's all good. Accommodation rating should now skyrocket because it's not a large park. One of them should get us to 100%. Okay, navigate to the control room and open the economy section. Economy. Okay, food, drink and gift coverage is 0%. So the next objective is likely to be... No. Yeah, the next objective is likely to place the amenities, which will probably need researching as well. Let me see if I can do that ahead of time. Guests, they're already researched, it's just not letting me press them right away.
That's when we hit them with some excellent food, drinks, and shopping amenities to really bump up our income.
My right bumper's gone a little bit funny. It's fine. These Elite Series 2 controllers.
You know, I created Din to
prone.
Dinosaurs and bring
Trying to move the cam a bit because I'm leaning in a bit to see. I don't want to just have my face completely taking up the entire camera. Okay, construct an operational amenity. This is the easy bit, so somewhere central is always good. Somewhere around here. Always try and leave yourself a little bit of room to expand as well. And I'm going to share a tip with you that I shared with Canis last night about how to configure these properly. I'm going to pause. First of all, you've got two things you can do to adjust these. This is key to getting some good money coming into your park. First of all, you've got the product, right? And it shows you what you've got here. Below the product where it says change product there's the 4 bars, yeah? Some are in red, some are white. But each of these products will show you what they're going to satisfy in the park. So you want to get all of them covered. And as you can see, the actual projected profit goes up with satisfying them guest needs. A good tip is always to fill like 1 bar with the product straight away. Okay, so we'll do burgers and fries. I find that one to be quite common because it just fills that normie guest need straight away. And from there, look, go for ones that kind of almost fill something or completely fill something. So there, look, fountain completely covers the golden guests there, the luxury guests. And then we want ones that are orange and green at the same time. Okay, so we're looking for fish tank, nice. We can't actually add any more at this point because there's not enough slots in these small amenities. So we've done the food amenity. Okay. That one's actually quite good, Bucks, because it covers 1.5 of another. So using the same principle, like I've managed to almost cover all the stuff with that. I think I did cover them all. You get a little smiley face if they're fully happy, basically. So that covers 2, so we'll kind of go with that. Ooh, that's not bad. Can we do better? That almost covers everything. Okay, so we'll have to do it like that. These small amenities don't please everybody, but I think that is going to be the end of the Badlands for now.
You're not going to believe what I found. Well, okay, my lawyers
Hopefully.
pointed it out to me, but same thing. We have more land than I thought. I trust it'll be put together.
Unless it's going to give me more space to build for now.
More
Don't know.
dinosaurs and more revenue. Wink, wink.
It is. I don't think I need to do anything with that just yet, though.
While this particular site is owned by Mr. Finch, I thought it best to still define some specific
That cream
targets
soda's
to
going
look
down
towards.
far too well. Okay, so it's giving me a little heads up there on Badlands, Montana. Look, scientist skill. This is to get 5 stars. You see, once you've done the missions on a map, it gives you the 5-star objectives. Okay. Now, let me just explain something real quick while I pause the game. On Jurassic World Evolution 2, to get 5 stars, you just needed income, not profit, just income on your park. With Jurassic World Evolution 3, it actually gives you a set of different things. Notice them 4 different parameters there 36% for scientist skill, 34% for income per minute, 34% number of animals, 34% number of guests. Your profit and losses don't really mean anything in terms of getting 5 stars. Sometimes if it's an objective it does, but for the sake of them objectives, basically you can make any amount of money you want. Okay, you see income per minute is part of that, you see, but on other stages not necessarily. Income doesn't always factor into it. So the choice is now whether to stay or to go. I said that, but I've got the game on pause, and it's yeah, it's going to tell me now I can go, I believe.
You've been talking to potential clients, right?
Reach a park rating of 2.5 stars. Okay, so let's have a look at them objectives as to what we can do. Straight away, look, we can increase scientist skill, so we can just hire another scientist, hopefully a nice all-rounder. Contracts have now become available. This is another one, another way of just abusing money in the game. If you see any of these, like increase park rating, don't bother with that generally, so it's going to take too long. Increase the total male dinosaur population, that'll take too long. Make a profit of at least, take too long. Refresh and look for expedition time, okay, which is complete an expedition, which you're going to be doing anyway, constantly. So you basically get a free expedition or a subsidized expedition, and please the factions. Always try and avoid any that do minus with a faction, because obviously then you're just setting yourself back. And another really good one is place an amenity. That's really easy, just place it, delete it, or place a tour ride, because you can just place it and delete it, you know, and you're just getting free money every time. So complete an expedition, and then we'll just send someone on like a meaningless, pointless expedition, basically. Go get an Edmonto. Go on, off you pop. There we go. Free money. So I've upgraded a scientist. Not upgraded, but I've bought a new scientist. I can actually buy another one and actually complete the objectives outright here. There we go. That should give me 2.5 stars. In theory. Has it boosted me? Nope. Income, number of guests, number of animals. Okay. So maybe I will build an enclosure in here.
So consider me an official
how comfortable are these guys in here?
Your reputation with the conservation sector would only improve if
That's a lot of pasture. I can probably get away with putting in some more species in there. Have I got something cheap? The Myosaurus is pretty good there. Carell says, I was wondering why it's in dollars, not any other currency. Is it because it's simpler than converting from one currency to another? Yeah, even when you're in China, Indonesia, do you know, Europe, it's still in US dollars. I think it's just to simplify it, basically. Yeah. American company or something, I don't know. From twisting the camera to look at Tazzy, it's kind of put it out a little bit. Try and fix that up. So, just going to do Myosaurus, and then I'm going to lift them over, put them in here, basically. So, do triple speed now. This R1 button is like really stuck. There we go. Just trying to like blow the button. I don't know. I've got some stuff on order to clean the button out, but for now, just gonna have to deal with a dodgy R1 button. It's fine. Right. No, don't discard eggs. So here, look. Desired population 4. Okay. I don't need any males, so we'll incubate all of those, like so. And hopefully I can get away with synthesizing another batch at the same time. Carell says, that's what I was thinking but wasn't sure. Yeah, it's just to make it simpler, I think. So next up then, compis. Oh, compis are great. Okay. cheaper expeditions on the compies, even though it was only going to cost like 22,000. Now, just real quick, if you go to the management screen, just make sure that your profit per minute is positive. Yeah, because you don't want to be losing money, you know. We're in it to make money on this. With a lot of these stages, you can leave with 40, 50 million in the bank by the time you're done, easily. That's basically infinite money. You'll never fail because you'll never run out of money. That's pretty much the only failure condition for these missions in campaign. And by the time I'd left the 10th stage, I had about 150 million just on one map. Yeah, enough to research everything in the game, do all the expeditions, build every building, probably 10 times over. You know, money is not really an issue in campaign. So notice here that we've got 3 eggs pending, and the minimum population for these guys to be happy is 4. So I'm just going to do 4, just to make sure that these Brachys, Diplodocus should I say, are happy in this enclosure. Because if I cram too many in, yeah, they're going to get uncomfortable, which is not a good thing. Also as well, you can check the cohabitation. Look, so on the likes, Hadrosaurid is what the Maiasaura is. So it'll be happy with that. It doesn't like other sauropods, doesn't like the Indominus, doesn't like the Scorpius Rex. So that's fine. We can begin the airlift on these.
I have some rather incredible news.
Okay.
Dr. Baldera will be
That's the 2.5 stars, I believe, just by having the extra dinosaurs come out. Yeah, I knew with this live guide series it was going to be a little slow getting off the ground, but yeah, still very, very fun nonetheless. Okay. Out the hatcheries you can release via airlift. It just takes ages, but it just means that you don't have to release into an enclosure, trank them all and then move them. Yeah, it was a feature added in Jurassic World Evolution too.
And if there's one thing that ambitious projects need, it's a voice of reason.
Okay. And as soon as they've landed in, I'm basically just going to check the status of them. Contracts available, so you can just go on that, bring up your menu. If you're on controller, you can hotkey it with Y. That's actually really good. I don't really want to pass that up. I don't want to pass that up. I'm gonna select that one. Okay, and then go to research and see if I can actually do that this early. Heart and lung research. Where is it? Heart and lung. I can actually research that right away. That is quite incredible. Okay, I'll do that then. Yeah, you see, it's trying to encourage me now on the world map to go elsewhere. Over to Clark County, Nevada, basically. Which is probably what I'm going to do, to be honest. That's the aviary section, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going just yet. I want to make sure that these are happy before I go.
With a little more space to build, may well
oh, they just need some groundnut. Okay, so we'll put a bit there. And hopefully, them Diplos are still going to be happy as well. They are. Yeah, because they're sharing the environment, you see. So, basically, if something else lands in the environment, what is going on here? Is it this generator that's run out? Yes. Do you know why that is? Because there's no maintenance teams assigned to any of that. Uh-oh. Yeah, if I move this away, look, you'll see no maintenance team assigned. Let's get that fixed up. So I'm going to place a maintenance post there. That covers everything. We'll add the other guy, the idle guy, so that can be just his responsibility there. And now that should never run out of power, hopefully. There we go, another objective done. Ooh. Okay. So I can actually boost my reputation more. Okay. I will come back to this though, because need to go over to Clark County. I just wanted to make sure that these Myosaura were happy. Adult population. Yeah, there's one more to land in yet. Relax, relax. Relax, Myosaura. You got one more to land in yet. And there it is. Fully comfortable. Fully comfortable, I think. Yep. Fully comfortable. And fully comfortable. Just so when I return, I'll know. Now, another good tip. This one is kind of crucial. So listen up. This actually got me a little bit stuck at the end game on my playthrough, right? And that was I was missing fossil research from the Sinoceratops, which meant I couldn't research Sinoceratops, sorry, which means I couldn't have researched the Spinoceratops. Yeah, it's a bit confusing, them names. Basically, before you leave any location, make sure you've cleared out all the fossils, because when you go to a new location, these won't carry over, but they'll be kind of still here, so you'll have to go back and get them. And when it comes to having 10 locations, it'll mean you have to go back and check each one, which is what I had to do. So make sure you're clearing these out before you leave. Okay, so I'm just going to do that before going anywhere else. Okay, there's not really much else I can actually do. I'll see what contracts there are before leaving. You see, these are all no good. I can't research a monorail just yet, so we'll do that. Look, scientist training, no, I can't do that yet. Ticket sales, complete an expedition for a fossil. Oh, I don't mind if I do. Okay, nice and easy. This is improving reputation with the factions as well. Okay, but obviously I can't get to them levels until I've gone and done Clark County, so you can't actually progress this one too far just yet. But basically just going to get as much done here as I can before moving on. Yeah, very nice. For anybody who didn't catch it at the start of the stream, tonight's drink is cream soda. Lovely. Okay, so we're just waiting on these fossils to come in. There we go. And I'm gonna have to extract them all before I go. I hate to say it, gonna have to do that, because otherwise they're going to be left over, and that's going to be frustrating. I might have even left some in Hawaii. I don't even know. That's fine. Carell says I'm still here just relaxing. That's all good. Yeah, I've been told I have kind of a relaxing voice. I don't know whether to believe it though. But I speak fairly quick, but I speak in a hopefully a well-mannered, well-pronounced kind of way. You know, I'm not one of these typical YouTubers where it's arms flying everywhere and everything has to be screaming and shouting and all fantastic, you know. You know what I'm like. A bit more chill than that. Okay, let's get these fossils done before moving on. Here's a quick tip as well. Notice that this scientist is in red. That doesn't mean they're disgruntled already. One more use, then they will need rest after one more use. Okay, so we'll do that. Yeah, get them used and abused and then rested. From what I can tell, do I even have a staff centre here? I think I'd need to research it possibly. Nope. There's already one place somewhere. There must be. I'm just looking for it. This it? This? Nope. Maybe I don't have one. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Okay. Right. Well, we don't need that dude anyway, so we'll just do it as that for now. In the meantime, it's going to take 1 minute. Okay, I'll put this on normal speed because that's going to take 2 minutes anyway, and I'll be right back. Okay, I might even use the extra thing that I created before the stream. Be right back. This one. Okay, thank you very much for sticking around. Okay, just been to get some more ice out the ice machine. Okay, I'll switch over to the cam view as well. We're now done here. Okay, we've got all of them fossils done as I recommended, and the game now wants us to go over to Clark County, Nevada. So that is exactly where we're going to go. While I fill up on ice. Oh, such a demon for the ice. Plop. That tub over there. Just filling up on ice while we load into Clark County. Okay, and the last one. Dump. Some of the ice crumbs as well. Shards, crumbs. No. I'll let the cutscene play for this.
In Spanish, the meadows.
Just while I'm fixing a drink.
Brings to mind peaceful, rolling pastures and verdant land. But what we get,
Cream soda
what we get
is the
greedy opportunists
drink of the
dice
stream.
on displaying
Highly recommended.
animals in sorely lacking enclosures. But then, aren't you also taking a gamble? Will you be able to get this site not just functional, but ethical? Roll up, place your bets, and good luck. You know, if you believe in that
Okay.
sort of thing.
when you said we were going to Vegas, I was expecting
Right,
glitz,
there's a bit to do.
glamour, maybe a
Add
night on the
task, let's
town.
get these all tranked
But,
up. We
well,
want
it's
all
easy
of
for being
these
optimistic.
pteranodons
What was his pitch again?
I believe that the original owner
enclosed
called
as
it
soon
a
as possible.
prehistoric playland.
Also,
Some
we're going to
such.
need a
The new
maintenance
owner,
post.
our client, wants us
Ooh,
to
can
take
that
better
cover it
care of
all?
these animals.
And I bet they're expecting some
Carell
impressive
says,
profits
is the
given
UK
Vegas
on the
gave
map
some real
of
estate.
your game?
Oh, I have
It
a
is,
good
actually.
feeling about this.
Not on the career mode, the campaign mode, but it's a legacy map from Jurassic World Evolution 2. Okay, I actually really like that the developers of this game have included just so much legacy stuff from the previous game. I dare say it's made Jurassic World Evolution 2 obsolete. Bit rough to say, you know, but okay, so we need profit per minute, number of flying reptiles, infrastructure maintenance. Remember what I said before about the infrastructure maintenance, about having efficient teams? I'm going to kind of reinforce that throughout the playing of this stage. Number of species 10. We're basically going to aim for about 4 flying species and the rest land species. You'll see what I'm going to do with that at the end.
To help out, I brought in a freelance crisis
I
manager.
also want to
She
extend
was a big
this
name in
aviary
Jurassic
if I
Park
can.
and
I
Jurassic
can't
World
right away.
until they
Can I do
were
any
rigged
research for that?
catastrophically.
Right, I need a science
I'm sure
centre.
that had nothing to do with
Let's
you,
hit pause
Lily.
again. Let's get this
Thank you, Cabot.
rocking and rolling.
hello,
We need an
everyone.
expedition
Now,
centre.
our most
What's the
pressing
money like?
task is to get
4.6
these
milli.
animals
That's absolutely fine.
re-trained, which means repairing
Okay.
that aviary.
There.
Unless we want those high flyers
Okay,
to escape
get
to the bright
there.
lights of the city, of
And we
course.
also need the science centre somewhere that's already covered by power, ideally. Money really isn't a problem on this map. I'm going to tell you right now, not an issue. Okay, we'll get another emergency generator down. Just to cover all of that, maintenance team has been dispatched. Capture team has been dispatched for all of those as well. So we'll just let that play out. We'll fast forward the time a little bit because that is now all sorted. Ranger team to patrol this. What the ranger team will do when it comes to aviary or lagoon hatcheries is send a little drone out in there, and it uses that to scan because the ranger teams can't actually go in. So we'll set a ranger team to assess that. Later in the stage we'll have a medical team which also looks which also gets assigned to the aviary hatcheries to assess medical conditions of the dinosaurs, flying reptiles, you know. So right, we'll do the multi-select on these and get them into here. You can place them into the aviary like so. Okay, so construct a maintenance facility, construct maintenance post to cover all the maintenance. Did I not do that? A little bit puzzled. Oh no, we're missing that in the corner, look. Oh, that's kind of annoying, but it's fine. Maintenance team. Boom, there we go. Use a maintenance team to repair all of the aviaries. Well, my maintenance guy is en route to repair that one, so there we go. Mission 1 complete. Transport all the pteranodons into the aviary. We're en route to doing that as well. Operations, don't have a science staff centre yet. So I'm going to research that because that becomes important later. It's at this point I can start being freed up a little bit to do what I need to do. I'm going to refresh the list because I haven't got the candidates that I want. I want someone with 3 logistics if I can get away with it. You you will do, dear Aya. Okay. Ooh, good genetics guy and good welfare guy. That's a good little spread of scientists right from the beginning. Let's have a look at our profit. Look, we're actually losing money now, but it's not an issue. Complete an expedition, you see. Every time that one pops up, you're basically getting a free expedition. So, Dimorphodon, great, we need that. Notice that I get 225k for doing the expedition, right? But the expedition's 245k. So I basically spend 20k on this expedition and get the faction ratings up. What's not to love about that deal? You know? Right, got to make sure these guys are comfy, which I'm sure they're not, because every park you come to seems to have been like criminally mismanaged. So okay, a little bit of water. Somehow that's not making this guy very happy. Okay. Oh, he's actually low on pasture now. I think he probably had enough water, but that's fine. That's made him happy. He's already got a fish feeder, so good. Yep, transporting dinosaurs actually takes a long time. So we're on triple speed, just going to let that run. Can't really do anything else at this point. Because it's going to want me to research the aviary viewing gallery. Yeah, I knew that already. But I've got my logistics guys on expeditions, you see. So
what's a sideshow without a show?
From doing that, I've actually, from putting that water in there, I've actually made a very small mistake. But it's easily fixed. So let's just get a bit more pasture in there. There we go. Because there's not going to be any more flyers in here. So, okay. Research aviary viewing gallery, which is in attractions. I need more logistics, but it's cost her on expeditions. I'm basically getting a free expedition out of this. So construct it, increase dinosaur visibility, place 5 scenery blueprints. Okay. Okay. Oh, Deck Tunics Incorporated. Do you like the game so far? I love the game so far, to be honest. I've already started writing my very, very long form, in-depth review of this game. Yeah. What I like, what I don't like, which is very little. But what I like, what I don't like, you know. Just to show you some of the great blueprints off the workshop. Yeah, this lovely battleship, random guns, you know, some mad fortress. What is that? Can't even tell. Frigate, cannon, Chinook, Spinosaurus carcass. SS Venture. Oh, it says I require DLC. Yeah, I do have the DLC, but for this I've disabled it because this save I'm going to upload to Nexus Mods. And I know if I run this with DLC, there's going to be people who say I haven't got the Deluxe Pack or the Badlands Pack or whatever, you know. Deck Tunic says, good to hear it's a good game. Yeah, I love it. I love it in all honesty. A few small issues, but there's always going to be that. But I'm a long-time fan of park builders, management sims, Jurassic Park, JPOG, Jurassic World Evolution. Yeah, and I'm eating this up, you know. Deck Tunic says Jurassic Park Modern Warfare. I would love a first person mod in this. Imagine being able to build a park and then have it set to first person and you've got to make people survive it. That'd be pretty good. I mean, you can just go into first person mode. You know, why not add just some random machine gun? But I don't think the developers are ever going to do that, to be honest. But it'd be so easy to implement. You know, upload your park to the workshop. Can you survive one end to the other? I think that's a good idea. Right, now I need to research because I went a bit crazy on that expedition, didn't I? Just to get a free expedition in. I still need a scientist with good logistics. Okay, what we talking? Dectunic says Kyodenic did something similar to that in JWE3 as a mod. Yeah, I know. He also said, I do speak to him a little bit, he also said he was thinking about making a tower defense mod. You know, like combining that but putting it on towers and then having, do you know, the dinosaur spawners, so they can thingy, and then there's like waves of different dinosaurs, and see if you can. Yeah, that one there blew my mind because I'm a big tower defense fan. If you've not played it before, Axon TD is one that I'm really into. I've dropped it for this, of course, but you know, I was playing it right up until this came out. Defense Grid 2 as well. Very good. Highly recommended. Whoa! Big fossil haul. Okay, but first things first, we need to get the aviary viewing gallery researched. Okay, faster research. Get this done quick, then we can get the objective completed quick. Okay. And Dectunics as well. The chat is on low latency, so if you put something in the chat, I'm generally going to see it fairly quick. I can respond swiftly, you know. Why am I on normal speed? Need triple speed for this. One research objective, nothing else happening. Okay. Right, so aviary viewing gallery. A good spot for these is on the corner lot, and then it covers everything. So a good design for the aviaries is like a triangle shape. Imagine how you set up a pool table, you know, with a, you know, that shape, rather than having bits and whatever sticking out in all directions, because then they're hard to cover with viewing galleries. Okay, we also want that there. I might delete some of them. I might delete some of them scenery things there, a bit rubbish. Okay. Dectunic says, I remember watching your videos all the way back in like 2018, 2019. Thank you very much, dude. I think the first Jurassic World Evolution video I put out was like an all dinosaurs, all skins showcase. Every single skin of every single dinosaur, all DLC. I'm not kidding, I was like fanatic about it back then, and I spent 72 hours straight. I barely slept, and I just basically just recorded it all, edited it all. The render took ages. It was horrific. So I was on an old PC. I've upgraded everything since then, and it was so bad that even at the end I actually just put a little bit in there explaining how long it took, and just showed the actual edit of how it looked once I was done. For anybody who knows what video edits look like, I'd hopefully appreciate what went into that video all the way back in 2018 or whatever, you know. But thank you for the long-term support, and I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you a moderator as well. So there we go. You now have a blue wrench. Lovely stuff. So yeah, if anyone comes in misbehaving, doesn't really happen as a rule, but yeah, it means you can put links in to mods or other stuff, whatever. Yeah, you know, thank you for the long-term support. I always like to try and show appreciation, you know. So that is covered. I need to place 5 scenery blueprints. This is something I generally just don't do in campaign because it's not necessary. Corel says 72 hours, that's a lot of time without sleeping. Yeah, I'd basically just kind of slump for a couple of hours and then straight back with a keyboard on it, you know. I've done worse. Yeah, once I get a plan in my mind, I just need to really... Yeah, if you notice with this game as well, I really went all in on covering every bit of the campaign. from start to finish, and all the Jurassic Challenges. I'm not kidding. That was about 5 or 6 days straight I worked on that. Yeah. Yeah, sure. Deck Tunics, yeah, thank you very much. Right, I'm going to play some scenery blueprints then of these Chinooks. There we go. It costs nothing. I'm just going to delete them afterwards because they're just going to be in the way. There is actually a load of other scenery here that's just doing nothing, so I'm just going to be like deleting that. I know I can use the brush, can't I? My R1 button's a little bit non-responsive. I've got some stuff coming to clean that button, but it's literally, oh, it's not R1, it's right on the D-pad. Silly me. Right, scenery on. I've noticed a small glitch as well when it comes to this deletion brush. You have to kind of go through them, turn them all off to on, basically. Sometimes it don't quite register, but this should just get rid of scenery only, hopefully. Doesn't give me any money back, but it actually frees up some space. Look at that, look how much space that's freed up. Yeah. Okay. Park closed. Open the park. What are we doing here? Deck Tunic says, fellow controller user on PC, respect. Hey, dude. I'll tell you what. I used to speedrun Jurassic World Evolution 2 on PC with controller. All the other PC runners were keyboard and mouse, and I tell you what, I got up to 38 out of 39 of the speedrun world records on controller on PC. Completely perplexing the PC players. Once you've got them hotkeys in, you're locked in. That's it. It's much quicker. On certain things, it's much quicker on controller than it is keyboard and mouse. Obviously not selecting things with a cursor, but menus you can be turboing through on a controller. It's all just muscle memory in the end. This game is well optimized for controller. One of the very few, you know, kind of park builders that it feels like controllers were part of the thought process from the beginning, rather than just, oh, we need to make a control scheme. Do that. It's a bit janky, you know. Right, back to the game. Increased genome of Kuijara. Yeah. Okay. Send a little expedition off then. Construct 4 aviary domes. The park is now open and money is on the up. So for now, we best be getting our park in order, because this park can become quite expensive. We want this park to be extremely profitable, basically leaving this park with 40 million in the bank, maybe 50. So we're going to do the usual spiel: emergency shelters, toilets, hotels, amenities. You know the drill. Restroom. There we go. Why is that in green? Is that what I just placed down? Emergency shelter. Oh, there must already be a restroom. Deck Tunic says it's annoying that Frontier doesn't have PlayStation icons as a toggle in the UI. Yeah, that seems a bit bizarre. Yeah, I can use any controller. I'm not going to lie. I even messed about with playing Jurassic World Evolution 2 on a PS Vita, streaming it from the PC. And that doesn't have L2 or R2, or L3 or R3, so you have to get a bit creative with the mappings for that to work. Blind Neil, hello dude, it has been a long time. How you doing, mate? Okay. Deck Tunic says I had to mod those in. Did you share them on the Nexus by any chance? I bet there'd be others who'd want them. Right, so I've already got the Dimorphodon fossils queued up. We'll do another expedition there to the Kuijara. I just don't know how to pronounce it. Right, I need to create 4 of them aviary viewing domes. Okay. Can't do anything for now. Got expeditions on the go. Got fossil extraction on the go. Blind Neil says, yeah, been a few years since the Canadian drone up. I know, dude. That seems like a lifetime ago. That was around like 2018, 2019. Yeah, I actually sold my drone 2019. It became very expensive to make videos. The videos I was making for YouTube, you know, very expensive. And then there was the dreaded lockdown, which kind of completely killed it off. So, and then a whole load of new rules came in the UK as well. It just became unviable to even be a hobby, to be honest. As much as I love drone flying, I'd still love a go now, but you actually need to register and get this and do that, and yeah. Anyway, Deck Tunic says, nah, someone did it about a day or two after launch, referring to the PlayStation buttons. Has no one done it for Jurassic World Evolution 3 yet? That seems a little surprising. Right, I need to research these aviary domes. No, I nearly did fences. Enclosures. Where are they? Sometimes it's best just to... Can I not hire another scientist? What do I need? Just a bit more genetics, apparently, for some reason. Can I refresh the list? No. I'm just going to have to wait. Never mind. I can handle that. I'll wait a few seconds. Now we can do it. Okay. Wherever that went. It's down the bottom there somewhere. Yeah. Need to create these aviary domes. Faster research. Come on. That like cuts it right down. Okay. And also, do I have the means? I don't have the means. Look at this. Provide for your guests. 1 medium amenity. I've not researched it yet. Can I? Oh, I can, and I can do it straight away. That medium amenities contract is one of the most exploitable contracts in the game. Yeah, honestly, we'll be using that throughout the course of this campaign playthrough on stream. We'll be using that probably at least 50 to 100 times. Deck Tunic says, I've seen videos of people playing the original Jurassic World Evolution on smartphone. Smartphone? Is that streamed or is that like native? Like streamed or native? I don't know. I mean, Jurassic World Evolution 1 on the Switch runs fairly well, but it has a 50 dinosaur cap. So on Jurassic Challenges, it's Jurassic Challenge Plus, because you can't just spam dinosaurs. If you've got worse rating dinosaurs, you need to be kind of flying them out to get higher rated ones in. It makes Jurassic Challenges much harder. Yeah, I wish they added that in as an option, because I mean, even on Jurassic, some of these challenges are just a pushover. They're a joke. You know, any more conditions that make them difficult is going to be a good thing. Blind Neil says, I've lost more sight since the drone up, but I keep pushing forward 4 days till my 15 years on YouTube. 15 years on YouTube? No way, dude. Wow, that is some time, all right. Yeah, I think my first channel, just called Wondersgta, a chili eating channel, believe it or not, was, don't know, 12 years ago, 13 years ago, most likely. That's long abandoned. The videos are still up. Yeah, but long abandoned. Yeah, this channel's about 10 years, I think, now, 2015. With this, though, I've been on and off. I've actually done 2 other channels in the meantime of doing this one, you know. It was only around 2018, 2019 this channel started to get popular, gain momentum, whatever, that I decided to kind of commit more and more to it, you know. Deck Tunic says, the only challenge that's given me trouble in Jurassic World Evolution 3 is the Kauai, Hawaii photo mission. Yeah, that one is potentially, yeah, a nightmare, because you can't guarantee what behaviours you're going to get. Looking back, was it you put the comment on the video actually saying you got lucky with the Gallimimus feeding right at the beginning? If so, I did respond. Right, so we've got expeditions ready. Kauai Jara. It looks like I'm kind of dragging my heels a little bit at the minute, but that's just because I'm keeping up with the chat, you know. Right, so we've got, look, medium amenity for drinks. This one's for shopping, but it's fine. This one's for food. And this one is for drinks. We'll have that there. Deck Tunic says, now that want me. I wish it was. Yeah. Yeah. There was, yeah, someone commented on that video of my Jurassic kind of playlist. Jurassic Challenge playlist. And it was like, oh, you got so lucky on that, you know, Hawaii photography. I've been trying it for hours and I just always seem to miss the dinosaur feeding, you know. Oh, Tectonics, thank you very much, mate. I voted your 5th iteration trophy map. I'm assuming it worked fine. Yeah. Oh, I'm not kidding. That took ages to set up. Yeah, an insane amount of time to set up. What am I missing here? There we go. Archeon, the Mimus. Yeah, I actually did some tests because, first of all, I did the setup for that, and I didn't have Kai's expanded speed controls installed, and every generation from hatching to maturing takes 22 minutes. That's the shortest time I could find on any species. And that was the Archaeornithomimus, and Dryosaurus was the same. 22 minutes. And I actually fully recorded about 2.5 hours, sat there doing it where you've got the juvenile. As soon as it matures, I've basically got the opposite gender ready to fly in from the hatchery. And I did it like that. I recorded the entire thing, you know, ready to edit down for a guide on how to do it. And I must have done 6 or 7 generations. I'm like, why ain't it working? And then I read up and it's like, no, you have to breed 2 4th generations to make a 5th. Oh my god, I just wasted like most of a night here. Yeah. Yeah, compers actually take ages to mature. Yeah. An insane amount of time actually. For what they are. Okay, just kind of setting these up right. Bean bags, it's classic, and then this one. I keep getting I keep getting distracted by the chat. I'm never bothered by that. I love it. Okay, so right, that's our amenities set up. Now, if we have a look at profit, look at that. We're in the green. We're in the money. Carell says, I'm off for now, I'll catch you later. Carell, thank you very much. Been here like right from the beginning of the stream, and even though I hadn't streamed for years, you was like straight in there, and you know, been great company. Thank you very much. I hope to stream tomorrow and Sunday as well, so if you want to join back later or throughout the weekend, you know what it's like. You know, I'll appreciate you coming back. Love to see you again. Okay. Thank you very much for tonight. Tectonic says, imagine them taking an hour to mature and they grow 2 inches. I know. They don't even like... Yeah, they look almost the same size as the adults, don't they? Okie dokie. Ah, Hugo. Nice to see you again, dude. You alright? Okay. Right, we're just kind of putting a 4-section aviary in here. I'm actually going to make it larger if I can. That goes against my entire advice I gave earlier, but I don't really mind. There we go. One viewing gallery. One on that edge should also cover most of it. Then we need the aviary hatchery right there. Gonna need an emergency power station there as well. Carell says, I'll catch you on your next live. Thank you very much. I'll see you very soon, okay? If I don't see you before, then enjoy your weekend, alright? Hugo says, juvenile compies are just like juvenile compies are just like half the size of the adult version. I know, they're like, yeah, when you see them side by side, you're like, they look like normal compies. Dectunic says, I remember how fast the Oregon map could be done in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Yeah, funnily enough, I still hold the speedrun world record for the campaign in Jurassic World Evolution 2. The entire thing done in like less than 44 minutes from start to finish. 44 minutes. Yeah, my biggest complaint with Jurassic World Evolution 2, day one I was streaming that, and I'd done the campaign in like 2 hours, and I was like, is that it? Do you know, after Jurassic World Evolution 1 and all the DLCs, it's like 40, 50 hours. Obviously with speed controls, 20, maybe 30. I was just perplexed. No wonder in the marketing for number 2, the lent's so heavy on them Chaos Theory modes, which in themselves, you know, we're averaging 20 minutes to 2 hours. You know. Anyway. Right, so it wants me to synthesize and hatch a Kawaii Jara. Before I do that, I'm gonna show you a little trick. If it works this early in the game, it'll work well. Dectunic says, yeah, Dominion really gutted that campaign. Yeah, there was rumours that all that Dominion stuff was going to release with the game, but because of lockdown and Dominion releasing later, they had to just strip a load of Dominion stuff out of Jurassic World Evolution 2 to meet the release date. And then it just left it all completely, and it seems like they just kind of put a campaign together in whatever time they had, and then like, oh, we'll do Chaos Theory modes and release the Dominion campaign later. You know, that it seems that was the case, doesn't it? Do you know, compared to the long form 10 map campaign we've got in this is night and day. I'm on like map 3, and I've not 5-starred anything yet, and I'm, do you know, with my speedrun world record, I could have done the Jurassic World Evolution 2 campaign 3 times over by now. You know. Hugo says maybe Malta was the real campaign, or maybe it just carried on to that, I don't know. The JP3 Chaos scenario was super disappointing, since that one's my favourite. I know. I think I still hold I think it's all the Chaos Theories I hold the speedrun world records for. It's tight on some of them. Fallen Kingdom's tight. There's only about 10 seconds in that. It's about 11 minutes for the Fallen Kingdom speedrun. 10 minutes 52 if I'm not mistaken, held by me. Jurassic Park 3 is something like 18 minutes, I think. 18 minutes. So 2 Chaos Theory modes can be done in like less than 20 minutes, basically. Yeah, that was nice. That's kind of like reconciliation, you know. Yeah, right. Back to the trick. First of all, let's see if we can actually research advanced equipment. Probably not. Oh, we can. Bear in mind, while I'm chatting to you guys, you know how the game works, but I get a lot of views on replay for streams, and this is named the Ultimate 100% Guide. I'm going to put this on normal speed. What I've just researched there for this aviary hatchery is an upgrade called Advanced Equipment. What that does is it guarantees that when you synthesize a batch of eggs, you get the full batch size for your eggs. So say if it says you may get 4 eggs, you'll often get between 1 and 3. With this, you'll be guaranteed to get 4. And from there, I'm going to do another bit of research as well, which is also hopefully going to really help you out, because these two things combined for this make the whole thing a lot easier. And you'll see what I mean. I helped Canis out with this last night. So if there's one stage I'm going to really be able to kind of optimize and give good advice on, it's going to be this one. It's because I ran Canis through it last night, you know. Sorry if I'm a bit burpy. Drink of the night, cream soda. It's a little bit gassy. Dick Tunic says we got JWE on smartphone before we got GTA 6. Yeah, and that's been delayed now. November next year now. GTA fans aren't happy. I think that's the 3rd delay as well. Okay, so that is now researched. We'll put advanced equipment on the hatchery there. Do that from this point. Bearing in mind your research carries now between every single island. So make sure every hatchery you put down always has advanced equipment at very least. Okay, that's my good tip for the rest of the playthrough. Also, look into gene modification, and this one here, confined space. Yeah, so let's see, we're going to need some more genetics to research that. 3 out of 8, that's going to be good for expanding later on. Okay, so research, gene modification, we're going to go for that confined space. This one here is incredible. This gives them the humble trait for your dinosaurs, which means they need less of everything in the enclosure. Yeah, honestly, it means you can pack them in like sardines, and they'll love it. They're just like, yeah, I'm fine with this. Okay, right, I'm going to have to nip for a wee. I'll tell you what, I'll leave the stream going, but I'm just going to put it on like half speed. So I'm just going to be back. Oh, what's going on? What happened? What happened? What happened? Stop. What happened there? Was it like, did I hit an undo button? What the hell? I may have to reload the save. What was that? Yeah, I'm going to reload. Oh, mate, that was only a few minutes ago. Did you see that? Everything just disappeared. Yeah, good tip. Don't accidentally press the undo button. Yeah. That was crazy. Yeah. I got up and ran towards my screen. I was that kind of, confused by that. As soon as this loads, I'm just going to hit pause, and I'll be back like 2 minutes. Just going to nip to the toilet for a quick wee. Right, I'll catch you all in 2 minutes. Okay, real swift. Please stick around. Okay, and I'll be back very soon. Bye bye. And hello, I am back. I was going to make sure my audio is working. Made that mistake so many times. Cost 2 seconds just to check. Okay. Right, catch up on the chat there. At this point, GTA 6 doesn't excite me anymore. I prefer Red Dead Redemption 3. Ooh. Yeah, that is apparently in pre-production. Rumours of it, anyway. A prequel to Red Dead Redemption 2, which in itself is a prequel to Red Dead Redemption 1. I'd love to see it. Humble trait, my beloved. Yes. Basically, I think when I had that thingy open, I've accidentally pressed left trigger, and it's just undone everything. Yeah. Or something like that, I don't know. Yeah, left trigger. Sorry, that's the cream soda. Dick Tunic says the aviary domes are secretly magicians. I know, they're just... I was like, what's going on? Right, aviary hatchery upgrades. Just going to make sure that what I did there was the thingy. Put on advanced equipment. Basically just retracing steps here. Then to gene modification, I needed to hire one extra scientist with the genetics, just like so, and then research the humble trait. There we go, just doing exactly what I did before there. We'll do faster research as well, just to get that out the gate. Do I have a staff centre already? Nope. Possibly. Unknown. They're really hard to see, staff centres. There isn't a hotkey button for it anywhere, so... But that's fine. Right, the money is going down fairly quick. But we are in profit. Quite high profit, actually. Hugo says, glad you saved. Yeah, it auto-saved. What a relief. Okay, so now we've got the humble trait. It wants me to release Kawaii Jara. Okay, 75%. I want them 100% really. Then I can really max out the genetic modification. Yeah, so before I do that, I'm going to get them maxed out. Have I got a guy who can go on an expedition? Tappy Jara. Why not? Yeah, that'll do. Because one of the final objectives on this is to get 40 pterosaurs. So we want to be making sure that that happens. Why am I not on triple speed? Tell you what, flying through this, what, 2 hours into the stream? Doing very well. Take that free treasure, and at this point we need to be abusing the dig sites and contracts as well, of course. Total dinosaur population to 9. Gonna lose security rating for that. I'm not gonna want to do that, am I? No, we'll refresh. No, we'll refresh. No, we'll refresh. There we go. Look, like I said before, here's the amenity one. Place 1 medium amenity for drinks for the guests. And then this is how we do it. Place, delete, complete. Yeah, and then unlike previous Jurassic World Evolution games, you can just request another contract straight away. Refresh. Refresh. There is some I could have possibly done there. Look, medium amenity for shopping. Medium amenity for shopping. Okay. Look at that. Infinite money glitch. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that over and over again. Yeah, the 2-minute wait. What is that? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right, can I now... Kawaii Jara, yeah. Now, what we're going to want to do is go over to the traits in the genetic manipulation part of the hatchery, and we're going to put humility all the way up to 100%. And what that'll do is it'll reduce the environmental needs of all animals in their territory. Yeah, and quite significantly as well. So when it comes to breeding, I'm trying to give information ahead of time here why I'm doing things. When it comes to breeding, they'll only breed up to where the dinosaurs, flying reptiles, whatever, think that the enclosure will support. So if they're humble, you can support even more. So we're basically going to have it's not even dimorphodon, is it? I'll save an exit on that. It's the Kawaii Jara. But basically, they're going to be able to breed like rabbits in the enclosure. Okay, check for other negative traits. Sometimes there's like 25%. And one more thing to explain as well, and I'm trying to be as in-depth as I possibly can here with the explanations. Basically, if you give a dinosaur a 25% humility chance, 25% chance of the humble trait, shall we say, that doesn't mean that all of them will be 25% humble. That just means they'll have a 25% chance to get the humble trait, which is just a fixed trait. All the traits are fixed. All these percentages are just chances to get the trait, not the amount they'll have it as like a slider of percentage, if you understand what I mean. So you always want it 100 if you're looking for them to get a trait, because then when they breed, all of their offspring will have the humble trait as well. If you leave it at 75%, some won't, and then they'll hatch. The parents will think, oh yeah, they'll all be humble. No, then they hatch and they're not humble, and then yeah, it all goes downhill, because then they all start getting injured and flapping, and yeah, it's just a nightmare, you know. It's all good though. Just explaining how the mechanics work. That's all. Yeah, Hugo, that 2-minute wait on contracts. Yeah. I know. Killer. Okay, can I hatch these now? Nope. Gotta wait for the thingy to do. The extraction. Dilopho's. No. Myers. Edmontos. Cheap expeditions. It's fine. It's all good. Have I got maintenance covering all this? Yet to be seen. Choose a contract. Ooh. Research dig sites 2. It's not going to hurt, is it? Research dig sites 2. Which one was it specifically? Large herbivore dig sites, okay. 2. So we're looking for large herbivore dig sites 2. I need more logistics for it. Okay, so for that I need to kind of build up. I'm going to need to train my scientists up a little bit. So I'm going to need to research this. It'll let me place a scientist center, let me have more scientists, and let me train scientists. So we'll do that. Faster research. You see, the key is kind of just knowing what works, you know. As soon as that's done, I'm going to be placing a staff center and then training a few scientists up.
You can't have a functioning
Okay,
park
operations,
without the right infrastructure.
staff
Without a
center,
functioning park, where would we be?
somewhere where there's already some power.
Sitting at home?
Yep, lovely.
Not teetering on the edge of chaos.
And place that
Boy,
there.
Wouldn't that be dull?
I'm already looking at them upgrades and I know it's not ready yet, but it's fine. So have we got any big logistics characters yet? Oh, look at this. Look at this guy. Who's this? Iapo Stimpson? Yeah, 7. Yeah, come on. Let's have it. Have we got any big? I'm going to refresh the list. We got any big genetics and logistics people? Come on. 4 out of 7's not bad. 4 out of 8's not bad either. Okay, that'll do for now. Plus I ain't got any more capacity. So it was large herbivore dig sites 2. This one. So we'll have that for the objective. We've basically got that for free. Shame I can't do faster research with that, but it's fine. Okay, now we've got a staff centre, we can actually rest scientists as well. Kawaii Jara. Don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. Traits, just making sure they've got the humble traits. As soon as that's researched, I'm going to be incubating and hatching some Kawaii Jara. The minimum needed, really. And then putting aviary nest sites down and just letting them breed into the enclosure with the humble trait, which is basically just free dinosaurs for me, and ultimately helps towards the end goal of number of flying reptiles of 40 as well. So it's fulfilling multiple objectives. Have I got a squad that can go on an expedition? Yeah, what's this for? Listro. Oh, let's go. Let's go, Listro. We've got fossils that can be done. Not yet. Kailu. Kailu like... Kailu. Like the cartoon Jara. Oh, that's an L. I see. Is that an L? That's uppercase, isn't it? That'd have the bars on it, you know. I always thought Kaya. Yeah, I'm confused now, dude. It's one of them dinosaur names I've never encountered before until this game, so yeah, I've just kind of like had to make it up. Yeah, I'm also going to want to research power stations as soon as I can. Okay, research complete. Operation power stations, because another key tip, them backup generators, I'll pause real quick. These here, yes, they're great just to put down, but just placing them down costs so 177,000, and to refill these things, I'm not kidding, it costs about 200,000 or 300,000 when they're nearly empty. When you've researched the power station there, it costs 50 and doesn't need refilling. So now that's done, I need to rest up some scientists. I know I said before about they're not fully disgruntled yet. Okay, and we can just go just normal speed because I'm trying to keep up with the chat as well. Hugo says, I mean, Kalu is pronounced the same, pronounced like the name of the bald kid in that children's show, Kailu Jara. Okay, I'm gonna have to apologise, mate, because I've never heard of that TV show. Right, so power is researched. We're going to want that down right now. Place it somewhere there. There. What happened? Yeah, I'm usually pretty good with pronunciations, mate, but I kind of need to hear it pronounced, if you know what I mean. The show's more like a meme, yeah. Yeah, it was probably kind of after my time as well. Oh, come on. Sometimes it says building constraints, and like literally if you just spam the button enough, it accepts it. So you have to kind of give that a go. Right, let's get this power station going, so I'm wasting way too much money on these emergency generators. Essential to get started, but you want to be replacing them as soon as possible. Just make sure everything's powered by this power station. This is one of maybe 3 that's going to be built for this map. Another slight glitch just happened there. That's where you scroll through quick enough. I'll see if I can demonstrate this glitch on stream. Look, if I scroll quick enough, notice that small substation is selected now on screen, but it's actually the emergency generator. I have to kind of go back to the emergency generator to the small substation for it to appear properly. I'll see if I can replicate that. Come out the menu, pylons, and then scroll quickly to the small substation. You see, just make sure you're not placing these by accident. You want the it'll say small substation, but it's actually going to place a very expensive emergency generator, which you don't want. Good tip. Hopefully that gets fixed. Right, we're now ready to hatch these anyway. It's kind of a long time coming. One thing at a time, as it were. Oh, look at that, look. Fossils, fossils, fossils. Let's get these out the gate. Not going to do an expedition for now. I do know from advising Canis last night that you need 20 species to 50% to be able to get the dig yield for the expedition center, which is another major upgrade, and the extraction capacity on your fossils. So notice the extraction slots there below yeah, are not full. Yeah, and then you can literally do expeditions and extractions on a treadmill at ridiculous speeds, basically. Yeah. So for now, I'm basically doing one expedition to cheap spots. Look, nearly there. I nearly stood on a landmine there by going to the Mamenchisaurus dig site. Would have cost $1 million. Nearly wiped out my bank account. We'll do galleys for now, nice and cheap. We'll check to see if there is a thingy. One medium amenity, providing food. Because now the money is a little bit low. It's not dangerously low. One medium amenity for food. Place. Delete. Repeat. Oh no, it's not counted as done yet. Now it is. We'll replace. Look. One medium amenity that provides shopping. Place. Delete. Repeat. There we go. Told you it's going to be ripe for abuse. That we're on about 5 out of 100 so far. Not on this map, but throughout the course of the playtime. If you need some money, that's what you need to be doing. Oh, now my loyalties are torn. I've already got an expedition on the go, so I may as well basically claim that for free. Get a free expedition. Triple speeding it right now. Select eggs. Remember again, look, desired population 2. So we're going to want 2 males, 2 females, 100% humble gene chance on there. Okay, so that means we're going to have 2 breeding pairs. Okay, and just let them go. I know ahead of time to always just put a little bit of water into an aviary before doing anything. They always need water. Have I assigned a ranger team to this? I have. Good. Bear in mind, when they first come out of a hatchery, they are kind of auto-scanned anyway, so Triple speeding it. Fossils, try and clear some of the backlog. There we go. Clear that backlog. Expedition. Notice how the maximum faction reputation at the minute is 25, and how I'm just abusing the missions. Nope. All of that's going to cost me time. Expedition. Expedition again, or one medium amenity. I know which one's quicker, but I know which one gets me a free expedition. Okay. So basically completing an expedition, it's subsidised. Think of it this way, it's subsidised 225,000 at the minute. So I may as well just basically get that one, and it'll cost me 20,000. Free money. Well, it cost me 20, but it's fine. Right, these are ready to hatch. And that actually completes the objective for this. Okay. Okay, got these extinction now dudes. I'm going to pause the gameplay because you don't know what they're going to do. You're better off just pausing the gameplay because the narrative event has to play and then it'll trigger something happening. So you want to be kind of as prepared as possible. Sometimes it doesn't trigger anything, but it doesn't hurt just to wait.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
You know, I see where they're coming
I think
from.
for now they don't do anything. I'll just continue. I'm not going to be triple speeding though. Just while the dialogue is playing, essentially.
The dinosaurs aren't isolated on an island
A good
anymore.
tip: if in
Our
doubt,
actions
pause.
don't just affect prehistoric
Don't have a
life,
good
but
ring to
human
it,
life
but
also. But I suppose people will see what they want to see.
right. So we'll
And,
cover. Look at
can't
the
stop them.
satisfaction on these guys.
Trust me, I've tried.
Where's that barren
It's
brush?
petty
Where is it?
idealism being dressed up as a fact of nature. Our work is too important to allow
Look at
this
this.
to slow us
Look at the
down.
ratings.
Geez,
The
your
comfort
self-belief
level, should I say?
is
These
admirable.
guys are going to breed.
You know, others have had that same confidence with
Enclosures,
let's
and
say
we want them
mixed
fish
results.
feeders, piscivore
Let's
feeders.
keep doing what we're doing.
3,
It's not like they'll actually be able to stop
Mm,
us anyway.
3.
Huh?
What is it that's going to
I
hold
was
them
just
back?
talking to our client
Area,
about their
possibly.
ambitions to expand the park.
4.13.
Do you have something
Oh,
you
I'd
want
love to
explain?
expand it, but
Okay, don't
to be fair, I
get
can
mad,
expand
but
into this area
I
when it
have
opens.
friends/enemies
Listen
debt
to all
in
radio
Vegas,
comms,
and I knew we
accumulate
needed a
more
crisis
money.
manager if we ever wanted to cut through the red tape and expand the site.
Okay,
Guess
right,
what?
we need a
We
little
worked, huh?
little
Of
breeding
course,
site, don't
Lily
we?
stormed off as soon as I told her,
Flying
but she's
reptile
dealt
nesting
with
site,
jobs
yeah.
falling apart before. I said she was at Jurassic World, didn't
Right, just while I think of
I
this,
am
notice
disappointed
on
in you,
the
Finch.
middle of the
I
page, it's
confess,
roughly
the
down
client will
there.
be happy.
Appeal
The red tape is
modifiers,
down, but the land
it's
still
roughly
needs to
there.
be paid for. We should
You got
generate
Quetzalcoatlus,
enough funds to make this happen.
Tropiognathus, Pteranodon, Kawaii Jara, Geosternbergia, Tapijara, Dimorphodon. All of them have got ratings boosts for this. Okay. Notice with every stage there is dinosaurs that have ratings boosts. Okay. Very good to know. Not only that, but naturally bred dinosaurs, flying reptiles, whatever, also have a boost. So if you've got Humble with one of these from the appeal modifiers which are boosted, and the juveniles bred, you're going to get massive appeal modifiers. Yeah, you're going to end up with infinite money on this. I know money's a little bit short at the minute, but you watch. You just watch. Yeah. May sound a little bit cocky, a little bit overconfident, but it's fine. Okay. If there was one thing that was going to cause a problem before, it was area. Hopefully there's none of them near the edge of this, so I can just expand it.
Dr. Baldera, I assume your research
Just give
applies
them
to
a
flying
little
reptiles
bit
as well.
more area.
Science, we don't assume.
Just going to wait for him to kind of move away.
We test.
Aren't those just very fancy words for
Too
guess?
close, too close.
Okay, so
Boom, there we go.
flying reptiles a little less.
It's kind of waiting for that. That was just pure chance more than anything. I'm not claim too much credit for that, but they now have loads of space to breed. Okay, so as soon as that nesting area is done, then I'm going to be placing 2 of them. So you got the 2 breeding pairs. Okay, Diplodocus, cheap site. I'm going to have to research. Whew, look at all the money in there. Like a second bank account. Going to need the small herbivores dig sites, because they're going to be the ones for this stage that fulfill the end objective of having the number of different species. If you can see down there, it's like 2 out of 10. Yeah. I'm hoping to get past this with 3, maybe 4 flying reptiles. So the rest will be land species. The rest of the flying reptiles will all be bred. They'll all be 3 or 4 species only, just breeding like rabbits. These guys specifically, and Tapijaras. You see, I've got a plan. There's a grand plan going on. Right, we've got some fossils to extract. But can't quite do it yet. That's fine. We'll wait a moment. Kinda necessary. Get these on the go. That should be the nesting, the flying nesting areas. Okay. Ugh. Sometimes it just doesn't let you zoom through the... Yeah. Just I moaned about it. Oh no. I know it needs to go about there anyway. I'm just approximating. And then another one over here. Yeah. And then these guys are going to be the breeders.
The site is getting more impressive by the day. But increasing diversity
Oh, Canis, if you're there, I apologise. I didn't realise that there was already loads of foliage there. From watching you play last night, I thought that literally you'd created all that yourself. Never mind. Right, increased genome of the Geostern Bergia. Dig sites. Hugo says kind of hard to build when the aviary is already there. Yeah, I mean, I've kind of planned this out quite well, I like to think. Okay, we'll get rid of not get rid of, but rest. Who's this? Daniel Basara. An odd spelling of Daniel, but I'll accept. This here is going to be packed to the rafters with Kawaii Jaras. Yes, they're not like massively fertile or anything, but over time they will keep breeding and bring the total up, along with another enclosure somewhere which is going to be Tapijaras. Then in the meantime, keep building up. Oh my goodness, we're already on it, look. They're just so happy that they're breeding already, even though they're not fertile. Obviously base level they are fertile to some degree, but right, fossil extraction. Let's try and clear out what we've already got. Get rid of that 1, get that 5 in there, yeah, lovely. Then an expedition. Diplodocus, no. No. Dilopho, don't really want a Dilopho, but it's a cheap dig site. That oasis looks perfect for Concavinator. Yeah. Yeah, it looks almost like African a little bit for a Sucho as well, possibly. I mean, if you zoomed in there, could be kind of Kalahari, you know. Back then it might have been a lush rainforest, you know, who knows. Spino and Sucho, yeah. Oh, you see. You see. It takes a while for my stream to play your end, so, you know, we're on the same wavelength. Right, we'll skip that. Diversity. Dinosaur population. Like I said right at the beginning of this guide, any that loses rating, don't do it. Oh, look at this, my favourite. 1 medium amenity. 1 medium drink amenity. Okay. And look. Place. Delete. Repeat. Every time. Can cycle through. Yeah. Increase juvenile population to 5. That's $1 million reward. I haven't picked that just because, you know, there is juveniles ready to hatch somewhere. It was some seconds delayed, yeah. I think your message getting to me takes 2 or 3 seconds, and then the stream going back to you takes 5 to 10 at times. Where were the eggs found? Out of here. Ah, there we go. And that's why I chose that juvenile population one, because I know them kawaii jaras are going to be breeding again very, very soon. And that gives me $1 million in the bank. Splendid. Right, so I need to increase the genome of the Geostern burger. So let's get rid of that. Always make sure you're filling up all of them extraction slots. Expedish. I can't remember where the Geostern is. North America? I did research that dig site. There it is. But it's mixed in with Pteranodon, so we're gonna be a little bit, you know, mixed in with them fossils. Hugo says, imagine being a poacher in this game, infinite money. Imagine being a park manager with place and delete amenities. Infinite money glitch. And then later, once you've researched tour rides, you can do the same thing. You just place a tour and then just go with a path. The tour path gives you even more money over and over again. Yeah. The real money is in park managing, you know. That's an old trick from Jurassic World Evolution too. Place amenities and, you know, place a working tour ride. Never have a working tour ride. Never. Because the objective always becomes to have one then. Place it, delete it, repeat it every time. Jurassic Challenges just fall like dominoes to that one thing. Right. At this point, I've completely neglected management views of toilets, shelters. It's looking good. Transport is okay. Bearing in mind that's nothing to do with 5 stars. The one that's bothering me is the guest crowding. So I'm going to look real quick at the possibility of increasing that, and I'll explain really quick what that actually does. So if I look at these amenities here, you can see that guests are crowded or overcrowded, yeah? So it's limiting how many guests can get into your amenities and use your other amenities, yeah? So whenever you get the opportunity, just check your paths for guest crowding, like so. Even medium paths probably aren't going to solve that, but it'll alleviate it partially or to some degree. We're on triple speed, we're doing excavations, we're doing research. We may as well get them fossils out of the way while we're at it. We've got scientists all on the go. Everything at the minute is going great, beyond great, yeah? I might even try and force some breeding, to be honest, while I've got some spare people. That's a bad choice. Hit pause quick. Notice how when you select a male or a female, it'll show you how compatible they are with another of the same species, right? So if I was to select this female, look, success rate even with the teams on the go would be 0%. With this one, 51%. Okay, so we're going to start the program there. It's usually really low cost in terms of the welfare personnel. So we'll just do that. 51% chance, so on average it's going to take 2 times. Okay, we'll triple speed it. We need another expedition. Where can we go that's relatively cheap? I need to get that Geosternbergia up, don't I? So we'll do another one to there. 400G. Bearing in mind if we run a bit low on money. No, we're not running low on money, but if we do, we've got the infinite money glitch with the amenities, dig sites, whatever. Yeah, it's all good. Nest claimed again. Now we're going to get 1 million, basically, because that breeding program just worked. So it's going to be kawaii jaras coming out the wazoo very soon. And look how happy they all still are. Look, they're over the moon to be there. You know, don't talk to me about dinosaurs not being happy being brought back to life. These guys are having the best life. Look at this. Free of predators. You know, breed like rabbits. All of their happiest desires coming true. However you want to justify it, really, but whoa, look at the treasure that came back. Right, I need to focus on the Geosternberg area. Geostern, just checking. There we go. Another expedition. The Geostern location is probably done. No, we'll send another. We've got the money to do it. We've got the money to do it. In terms of research, what can we do? Because dig sites, we're going to want them small herbivores coming up to 5-star this. There we go, increase total dinosaur species. Okay. This is all good. Is that a storm coming in? No, it's fine. Right, tell you what I'm going to do. I'm sorry to have to end it short a little bit, but I'm going to create a new save there, stream save 1. I'm happy to stay chatting for another minute or two, but I will need to end the stream, so I didn't realise what time it was. I did think to myself, I need to be off by like 1 o'clock UK time, and we're 5 minutes away from that. So yeah, I've just hit the save on that. I'm going to have to leave it there for a moment. Okay, Taz is at me to nip for a wee. I'm going to be back in like 1 minute, maybe 2. Okay, I'm just going to let him out for a wee, and I'll be back just to say my goodbyes, alright? And I am back. Just checking my mic levels, making sure the mic is actually on. I've hit a hard save there, not an auto save. I've saved it. Yeah, I'm going to have to be going in a moment. I'm going to be like back tomorrow, possibly Sunday as well, to continue this. The opening hour or 2 of the game is like the slowest part of it. Tomorrow is going to be absolute fury. Once I've got them, dig yield, extraction capacity, staff center upgrades, you'll see it'll just start churning out. Okay. Thank you to everybody who's been in the stream chat tonight, who's watched the stream, who's watching on replay as well. I do get a lot of replay viewers on the streams, and that is great. It's all great. Thank you very much for watching. Hugo as well, last person there, still in the chat. Much appreciated, dude. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you again. Yeah, but other than that, I hope you all have a great night. A great weekend if I don't see you again this weekend. I look forward to streaming a lot more. Up until starting the stream tonight, I'd not streamed for about 2 years. I'd had quite a lot of stuff go on. I'd kind of put it off and tried to stream, and then things got in the way, and now hopefully going forwards, still got a few other things going on, but hopefully going forwards there's going to be some streaming regularity, shall we say, and then get back to how things used to be on the channel, with shorts all the time, long form videos all the time, live streams all the time. You know what it was like back then with Jurassic World Evolution 2. Incredible, and number 1 as well. I had some great times in the live streams with everybody. So yeah, gonna wish you all goodbye. All the best, everybody. Have a great weekend, and I'll catch you all again very, very soon. Okay, tomorrow hopefully, if not Sunday. All right, have a great night, great weekend. Bye bye, everybody. Bye, Hugo. Thanks for the stream. You're a great help for the community. Thank you, dude. You've kept me company for a long time. Thank you, dude. All the best. Take it easy. And yeah, I keep saying the same thing. Catch you soon. Bye bye.